What is up, my dudes? We are back to work. That means we're back to 12-hour days. That means I'm tired every day again. Vacation is over. I need longer vacations, like a couple years at a time. Long vacations. What is going on? We gotta make sure we gotta get some caffeine up in this. Hold on. Gotta get some caffeine. All right, we're totally ready for this. I'm totally ready. What is going on? Let's see who's here. Scott's here. Jeannie's here. Bob's here. Woke Mike's here. Beetlejuice is here. Bucket Kid is in the house. Oz, what's happening, Oz? Kay, what's going on, Kay? What is going on, guys? Permanent vacation would be amazing. You know how many videos I have to make, like, with all this crazy Trump shit going on? I'm overwhelmed. I'm backlogged. It's like working a normal job and trying to make news media during a Trump presidency is just not, it's not doable. There's not enough hours in the day to make videos off of all the insane shit that Donald Trump does. He is literally Jerry Springer personified. Like, it's like if Jerry Springer and, like, let's see, Jerry Springer and Ouch My Balls had a child. Yeah. If Ouch My Balls and Jerry Springer's fornicated and had a child, it would be Donald Trump. That's what it would be. It's just been hard to keep up. I've got so much shit to do. Yeah, I got to pick my battles. Yeah, but the thing about Trump is, like, he does something crazy and you're like, okay, so it's fine. I'm going to chill tonight and I'll make the video tomorrow. And by the next day, he's already done so many other crazy things that no one gives a shit about the last crazy thing he did. The dude is fucking insane. Oh my God, he's insane. Anyways, we do have some, like, stuff to look at today. We tried to warn you the left will be lucky to survive this. I'm going to do fine. I mean, I might not survive my normal life because I work all day, every day, but that's not specific to Donald Trump. That is specific to having way too many jobs. Way too many. If I don't make it, it's not going to be because of Trump. It's going to be because my normal job wears me out. Anyways, no one cares. Nobody wants to hear about that. We've got, of course, the RFK Jr. confirmation today. We all knew it was going to be fucking wacky. We knew it was going to be wacky. Come on. Look, the confirmation hearings are all theater. It's all theater. I know a couple people have came in and they're like, can you believe Pete Hegseth got confirmed? And I'm like, of course he got confirmed. It's all theater. It's all just like we're going to push back against him. And then, like, somebody asks him, like, some moderately tough questions. And then they're like, well, anyways, go ahead. It's your job. But we all knew, like, RFK Jr.'s confirmation was actually going to be fucking wacky. Like, that's like RFK Jr. wasn't really Donald Trump's dude, right? Like, he didn't really want RFK Jr., but then he was like, shit, like, I could use those extra, like, conspiracy theory votes. Like, fucking Worm Brain really brings the crazies with him. And Donald Trump was like, we're like a match made in heaven. Then he fucking force-fed him some McDonald's French fries. So we're going to watch that because we all knew the RFK Jr. Confirmation hearing was going to be fucking nuts. Oh my God. Like, as a person that hires people, as a person that's been hiring people for a really, really long time, I can confirm that I would not confirm. Like, there's just a moment. There's a moment during an interview generally where you're talking to a person and you're like, okay, I'm done here. You got to follow through the process. You got to shake the hand. You got to say, hey, it was really nice to meet you. And that was great. And, hey, you might be a great fit for the store. We'll let you know. We'll get a hold of you. If I don't call you, you call me. That's what you do. And I have a feeling like the majority of even the Republican senators are having that feeling within 15 minutes of RFK Jr. talking. He's the most frat bro dude. Oh, Kavanaugh? Yeah. Kavanaugh was pretty crazy as well. He was pretty fratty. If RFK Jr. gets in there with Kavanaugh, they're probably going to start a frat house in the White House. Don Jr. gonna finally get that cokey dropped in the White House during the tour during Biden's administration. He's finally gonna get that coke back, and then he's gonna get Kavanaugh and RFK Jr. and they're gonna go out and they're gonna cut some whales' heads off and fucking deposit them on bikes in Central Park. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Anyways, we got the RFK nomination or confirmation hearing, best of moments. I haven't seen like any of this so far. I've heard about a couple of the things. I heard Bernie goes in on him. I heard Bennett, I think his name is Bennett, gets him to say that Lyme's disease was a military biological weapon. Jesus fucking Christ. These people are insane. Jesus Christ. Like, it's such a strange time. I grew up in a trailer park, and I think this is crazy. Like, I used to say, you just sit on the fucking the porch in the ghetto and just watch the cops chase people. Sometimes you got chased. Sometimes you were the person being watched get chased. Like, there's always like something crazy going on. Like, this is on par. This is on par with my childhood. Okay. This is a guy fighting his drunk dad in the parking lot, as he stumbles out of his camper. Okay? This is what we're doing. This is what we're watching right now. It's insane and stupid. Fucking yes and yes. Mike, you said that everybody streams on Wednesday. Maybe we should switch our day. We've also got TikTok Republicans are forcing their kids to do the fascist salute on TikTok. It's almost like I made that video. Was it last night? It's all kind of melding together now. I made that video last night where I said, I dare you Republicans to do the TikTok video where you salute and we'll see what happens for you. And they're like, you know what we could do? We could make our kids do it. They're fucking nut jobs, dude. They're nut jobs. They're like, how do we get around doing the Nazi salute and not get in trouble? What if we made our kids do it? Let's have our kids do it. Like, fucking, these are just like, they're not morally good people. They're just not good people. They're fucking morally disgusting human beings. Anyways, we got that video queued up. We got that one ready to go. They one-upped me. Yeah, exactly, Manic. They one-upped me. It's like, once again, you guys used to tell me shit and I would be like, that's not real. And I'd look it up and that'd be real. Now I just know it's real. If somebody told me, if I was at work today, if I was working and somebody came up to me and they said, you hear the Republicans have their kids doing fucking Nazi salutes on TikTok? I'd be like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Then when I got home, I'd be like, wow, that's a fucking Republican kid doing a Nazi salute on TikTok. That's real. All right. Okay. All right. That's where we're at. We're fucking Nazi Germany Junior Edition. Sweet. This is fucking what we're doing now. All right. Holy shit. Anyway, so we got that. And then, this is a video I have already watched, but I wanted to watch this again with people because Diane brought this up the other day. Why nobody talks about the fact that fucking Donald Trump just straight up said, Elon Musk knows the computers. He knows them. He went to Pennsylvania, gave everybody $1 million. He knows how the computers run. He got the votes for us and we won. We won by a lot. He said that shit, and Diane was like, why doesn't anybody talk about it? And, I mean, the honest answer to that is that the American community is just like, exhausted and apathetic now. And I'm not saying that's a good thing at all. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. Working my fucking 12-hour days. That's right. But I still get on here. I still do my thing. I still make videos. I still speak out. I don't think apathy is the way. I don't think you get to be exhausted, to be honest with you. You don't get to be exhausted. Not if you want to still have rights and freedoms at the end of this 4 years. Or a country at all after the end of this 4 years. So you don't get to be apathetic. You don't get to be exhausted. You can't complain. Just nobody's going to listen. That's and as both a manager and a father, I can tell you that that's just par for the course, okay? Or the curse as well. You get to complain, just nobody cares, all right? That's where we're at right now. You can complain, but nobody cares, all right? Can't be exhausted, can't be apathetic. Anyways, this is a video where Kyle Kulinski talks, or somebody else actually, he's watching a video. We're watching a video of a guy watching a video. It's a dude watching a dude watching a dude. Kind of gay, but I'm down with that. So, fucking gotta support my I'm an ally, okay? Gotta support my LGBT people. It's a dude watching another dude. That's what we fucking do, okay? And that dude is talking about the fact that Kamala Harris may or may or not gotten fucking screwed in this election by the voter purges and by the way that they dismiss ballots. And I'm not much for conspiracy theories. And I'll be the first person to stand up here and say most likely it doesn't even fucking matter. But that's apathy. So, yeah, we can't do that. So we're going to watch this video, and it's going to be painful. And every fucking accusation from Republicans is a confession. So anyways, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. What's up, DJ? What's up, Pearl Kill? Sliding sideways into fascism right here with you. That's what we're doing. Oh, my God. Yep, wake up. Here's some insane Trump nonsense. Go to work, rinse, and repeat. Oh, man. Oz, do you mean Australia or do you mean Austria? Are you from Austria or Australia? I thought you were from Australia. The Republican Nazi youth are not groomed in any way. Totally not. Like, can you imagine, like, fucking, you're a parent and your kids get a hold of your, like, TikTok videos where you were kids? Like old videos of, like, me and you. Well, not of me, but maybe of you guys. Would be like Christmas morning opening presents. You like singing, trying to rap or something. And these kids, like, they're going to grow up and their kids are going to get a hold of a TikTok of their parents doing the Nazi salute with grandma and grandpa. Grandma and grandpa doing the Nazi salute with your mom. That's, it's just, when you say it out loud... When you say it out loud, it just doesn't sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like if you were going to go to work and you were to say to your friend at work, "Hey there, Bob. What's going on? How are the kids? How are the family?" And Bob were to say, "Oh, kids are doing great. You know, the other day, we decided to stand up against these Democratic liberal assholes. And you know what we did? The whole family gave Nazi salutes on TikTok. Because you know what? Fuck those libs." You would think this shit was Twilight Zone. You'd be like, "Bob, could you repeat that? I don't think I heard you right. Bob, did you say you and the kids were giving Nazi salutes on TikTok? Well, they're not really Nazi salutes." Like the rest of the world is watching this shit. The fucking aliens are going to get a hold of these TikToks. There's not going to be any context. They're going to fucking see Elon up there fucking swastikaing out. They're going to see his fucking, the kids giving fucking salutes. They're going to be like, "Oh, well, this was the downfall." Oh, shit. The chick who said migrants were subhuman got fired. It's hard to keep up, Bucket. Which one was this? Which one was this? Yeah, I did a video on the librarian. That got fucking forced to resign. Oh, Austria. Oh, you're from Austria. Okay, isn't that where Arnold Schwarzenegger's from as well? What's up, 40 Cal? Dude, it's fucking out of control. What's up, Bandit? What's up, Perry? Oh my God. Yeah, just wait for the Christmas cards, Perry. A fucking bunch of fucking the whole family. Like when Biden was in office and all the fucking Republicans were doing the fucking we got our guns. My whole family has guns. Fucking little 7-year-old Johnny's got a fucking Tech 9. Like that was like that's what it was then. This year's Christmas cards is going to be all the Republicans giving the fucking Nazi salute. And everybody's still going to be like, well, you know, there wasn't any clues. We had no idea what's going to happen. Look, I have to say this, okay? If this is a strong possibility, if America does tumble drunkenly into Nazi Germany Jr., okay? We're not going to be able to say there was no signs. I just want to put that out there right now. We're not going to be able to say there was no signs. Like, people are going to be like, fuck you mean there was no signs? There's fucking TikToks of kids doing Nazi salutes. A dude did a Nazi salute at the fucking president's fucking inauguration. What do you mean there was no signs? And we're going to be like, well, thought they were jokes. God damn it. This isn't going to end well, guys. This isn't going to end well. Ah, Jesus Christ. Golf, did I say hi? What's up, Golf? Grandma rapper Roseanne Barr. What up, Jeremy? What up, Reverend? Yeah, what the fuck are we going to... How are we going to explain away the Roseanne Barr rap? How are we going to explain that? Fucking, they're like... Who did that? Why is she rapping? I had the best comment. And I want to talk about this for a second, because I, of course, have to rant for the first hour of my show every fucking time. Okay? When I first started doing these videos, I'm doing like reaction videos, I love music. I genuinely love music. Like, I love music across the spectrum. I love hip-hop. I love soul. Apparently now I like Avicii. I didn't even like EDM, but I watched the Avicii documentary and I was like, I love this dude. I actually really like this kid. Okay, I love music across the spectrum. Rock and roll, hip hop, fucking oldies, whatever it is. Like, I can listen to almost any music. Classical, love me some Bach, love me some Mozart. One of my favorite songs, I actually was just, it was on a movie I was just watching, right? Claire de Lune, by Debussy. Can't not say the name that way. Okay, Debussy. That's one of my favorite songs. Claire de Lune is one of my favorite songs. It's just like such an enjoyable piano song, and I love music so much. And so, what I really wanted to do when I got on here was I wanted to do music reaction videos, like, right? And so I did like one for Hello, is it me you're looking for? I did one, I was just capping on the video, and what it turned out to be was none of my reaction videos were me actually like saying good things about the songs. It was just me roasting the songs. Even if I liked the songs, I still roasted the songs, right? And then the journey began when I came across the Kid Rock video, We the People. If you've never seen the Kid Rock, We the People music video, go watch my reaction video to it. It's like a year and a half old. You could probably find it somewhere on my channel. It's probably way in the back, buried underneath just fucking video after video of Jordan Klepper. There's a Kid Rock, We the People reaction video. And when I watched this video, this is before I had decided in any way, shape, or form to become political. By the way, watch it, and you can see who I was before I had decided to like really go in on this whole Trump's a fucking moron bullshit, right? I watched that shit and I was like, this is genuinely one of the worst songs I have ever heard in my life. And I thought, man, there must be reaction video after reaction video about how bad this song is. So then I went and I looked for other music video reactions on the We the People song. And the first couple videos I came across were African Americans. And I was like, oh, they're going to shit all over this. Oh, there's no fucking way that this is going to be the roast of 2019. Okay, this is probably before COVID. No, I was after, because I've only been hot for 2 years. So it was like 2022. I was like, these guys are going to fucking roast this Kid Rock video. And I get on there, and these black dudes are going like, oh shit, actually, this is dope. Oh man, this is so good. Oh dude, they're owning the libs. And I was like, what? Hold on. What universe am I in? Like, this is weird. And then I kept looking through video after video, just looking for like somebody with the same perspective on this crazy ass song as me. And it's nothing but people being like, oh, hell yeah, Kid Rock, man. That's such a good song. And I realized something. The comments on my video were just nothing but people being like, fuck you, dude. Kid Rock's dope. You don't understand. Like, fucking, you're just not pro-America and all this stuff. And I just thought that was because, like, that's normally the type of comments I get. And then I looked at all their comments, and it was like, oh, so cool. Black dude figured out Kid Rock's cool. Hell yeah, black man. You're part of MAGA now, brother. And I was like, that was like my first inkling that people on the internet, on YouTube doing reaction videos are full of fucking shit, okay? It just, like, if you're a black dude, you can get out here and be like, fucking Kid Rock's dope, and you'll get a million fucking simping ass, white, trailer park trash, fucking semi-skinhead, only semi because they're simping for a black dude. You know, they're like, they get, oh, fucking, I knew it. See, even black dudes know Kid Rock's the shit, bro. And I was like, this is fucking weird. This is weird. That song is bad. It's fucking undeniably bad. This is a long story just to say this one thing. And then the other day, this dude, MMA something, I don't know what his real name is, obviously. We've never met in real life. MMA something commented on my Roseanne Barr hip-hop reaction. And he's like, dude, it's fucking refreshing to finally see somebody say, this is a shitty music video, and it's not Roseanne spitting hot bars. And I was like, I found one! I finally, fucking 2 years later! I was so fucking happy, dude. I was so happy. I was like, I gotta get fucking type back to this guy with my one finger typing action, you know? I was like, bro, thank you so much. Fucking love you. Glad to see not everybody is fucking crazy. It's a weird world that we live in. You go on music reaction videos. It's nothing but people simping to the people that like that music. I live in a different universe than everybody else. If I see something and it sucks, I'm just gonna straight up fucking tell you it sucks. Okay? I don't care if you like it. I don't care if the world thinks it's the best thing ever. If I think it's shit, I'm gonna tell you it's shit. And if the video gets 3 fucking views and 16 shitty comments for fucking MAGA supporters jerking off Kid Rock, I'm okay with that. Because at least I was fucking honest. I just want to tell you guys that. I just want to tell you that story. I was so happy. I was like, thank you! Fucking somebody with a fucking brain. Like, there's no way that all these people like the shitty music you like. There's no way. They're doing it the same reason Donald Trump got you to buy his fucking meme coin. Because you're financing their way of life. And you get people just out there just like, yeah, he likes Kid Rock. Nobody likes Kid Rock, bro. Kid Rock doesn't like Kid Rock. Ah, Jesus Christ. Anyways, all right. So that was my rant. No one talks about Gavin McInnes, really. Fucking Gavin McInnes. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think it's great to see people, and I guess this is what pisses me off actually about it. Golf says, but I really like it when black guys big up Iron Maiden. That's what like upsets me, is because I like honest reactions, right? There was like this video of kids showing older people Eminem, right? And some of the older people were like me, people that grew up with hip hop and stuff like that, and they're like, actually, this is kind of dope. Real honest reactions where you genuinely do like the music, like breaking down the barriers of culture, where you're showing like, you know, a young African-American dude that grew up with nothing but hip-hop, West Coast gangster rap, and you show him fucking, you know, John Mayer fucking ripping on a fucking guitar, because John Mayer is actually super dope on the guitar. Like you show him fucking playing guitar, and somebody, you know, dude being like, damn, actually, that's kind of dope. That's genuinely a good fucking feeling, right? Or you take, like, some, you know, super, like, country, down south, good old boy, fucking trailer park trash white dude, and you play him fucking some E40, and he's like, well, fucking actually, it's pretty good. It's actually, you know, not bad. You know, like, that's awesome, because it's breaking down barriers. It's like fucking crossing over and being like, this is our culture, this is your culture. Let's like, you know, let's have some fun with it. And that's what actually makes me so mad. It makes me so mad because I want to see honest, cool reactions from people. And instead, nowadays, the internet has changed it to you can't even trust that motherfuckers actually are saying what they believe. That they're not just doing it to get the views. Somebody, a while ago, it was like a dude on TikTok, and I forgot what he was doing. He was doing something in the kitchen, and it was like, when you do such and such in front of your wife, and she sees him, and she's like, ah. And then he's like, keeps doing it, and she's like, man, and then like walks away. And the person who was watching it, reacting to TikTok, was like, remember when TikToks were actually people really doing stuff, not people setting up things, and it's like just like a skit now? Like, that's what I mean. Is like the internet days back a long time ago, when shit was just like, you didn't know you were being recorded and you did some dumb shit and it was funny. That was fucking amazing. We have completely lost that. Now all it is a bunch of fucking influencers scripting shit and being like, doesn't it make you mad when? And then it's like, oh, look at this. This totally happened out of the blue, guys. You know what really grinds my gears? Oh, dude. Ash graphics, bro, I don't pay for anything. You can you can design something and send it to the Discord, but I don't pay for anything. I'm broke, Ashka. I ain't got no money. I can pay you in compliments. Or a roasting. I also do roastings. All right. If you're a real person, I'm sorry, Ashka. Nowadays, we're expected to believe Joe Rogan is really a comedian. Yeah, views are money. Exactly. It's just fucking, there's nothing authentic anymore. I just want, like this is about to be authentic. This is why I like this. Okay? This RFK Jr. confirmation hearing, shit's about to get real authentic here in a minute, because RFK Jr. is literally as nutty as fucking he comes off to be, okay? So let's watch this shit. Let's watch RFK Jr. get confirmed. Oh.
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or anti-industry. I am neither.
Oh, damn, it's going to be tough. It's tough. Although doing the RFK it's a very easy impersonation to do. Very easy.
I am pro-safety.
Oh, wait.
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or any-industry. I am neither.
What? I'm with that lady. What? What? Dude, the reason your fans like you is because you're anti-vaccine and anti-industry. What are you talking about?
News reports have claimed that I'm anti-vaccine or any-industry. I am neither. I am pro-safety.
That's right, lady. Yeah, she's getting a cheer.
Please proceed, Mr. Kennedy.
Hold on.
I am pro-safety.
How many times does applause for a heckler break out in the first place? But how many times does applause for a heckler at a Senate confirmation hearing ever happen? That's a one-off, right?
I've worked for years to raise awareness about the mercury.
A letter the committee received from Ambassador Carolyn Kennedy.
Look at his ass. He's fucking... Hold on. The brainworm was seizuring. Dude, look at the brainworm. You can see the brainworm.
I worked for years to raise awareness
Watch this shit.
about the mercury.
Look at that. Oh,
Letter the
brother.
committee received from Ambassador Carolyn Kennedy.
Look at his ass. Look at his ass. Okay, somebody help me out. Does RFK Jr. have some other shit going on? I thought it was just like a throat thing. He looks like he got some other, like he's got like some neuro shit going on. Oh yeah, a brainworm. Never mind. I'm going with their applauding the heckler.
And to the audience.
Oh, she's a nurse. She was a nurse.
Hold on for a second, Mr. Kennedy. To the audience.
I do feel bad for the security, though. I do feel bad for those people.
You have previously falsely suggested that the polio vaccine killed many.
Dude, it's in a fucking book. That's like the best part about this. This is how stupid America is. This is how dumb Americans are. Bro literally wrote a fucking book. Like, it's not like he said some shit. Like, you take some of the Trump stuff, right? And it's like, he said soldiers are suckers and losers, right? And Trump can go like, I never said it. I never said that, even though we're like, we 100% heard you call John McCain a piece of garbage. Like, no, like, we believe that you said that shit, bro. And he's like, I didn't say it. You can't prove I did. Like, at least he can say, like, that shit got said. Like, it's not written down. Sometimes it is written down. With Trump, a lot of times, actually, it is written down. On Twitter, on Truth Social, in texts, in emails, probably on a napkin. Most likely on some white trash lady's titty. Anyways, I digress. I'm just saying, with Donald Trump, like, he says shit around people and then they tell you he said this shit. With fucking RFK Jr., he wrote a book. Why are these people not just holding up the book like, okay, so chapter 2, section 3, paragraph 4. I'm going to read this to you fucking-batum. He has spastic dysphonia. Oh, it is neurological. Look at me. I'm up here. I'm being very ableist. I'm sorry. Do not cancel me.
Many more people than polio ever did by causing fatal cancers, while rigorous safety studies show that to be.
Imagine defending polio. Imagine defending polio. You're like, polio wasn't that bad. You know what was bad? The polio vaccine.
Completely false. Now,
what's up, Natalie?
Go to something we agree upon.
What's up, Max?
I am really heartened to see that one area
Look at
where
his
we
ass.
agree on is on women's reproductive freedom. In your own words, it's not the government's place to tell people what to do with their bodies. You said that, correct?
Softball. Come on, bro. That was softball. Look at that look on his face. Hold on. Let's go back just like half a second. Look at the look. My dude. That's just a nod. Just fucking nod to that one. Just like, come on, brother. You can do it. Oh.
Yep. Mr. Kennedy, in 2023, you came to New Hampshire. Yep.
Oh,
Mr.
he said it
Kennedy,
off the
in
mic. Okay.
2023, you came to New Hampshire and said, quote, I'm pro-choice. I don't think the government has any business telling people what.
Hold on, she's setting him up, huh? Damn. It's too nice. She's being too nice. She is setting his ass up, isn't she?
What they can or cannot do with their
You hear him
bodies.
saying, bitch.
So you said that, right?
Yes.
Yep. But you also said we
He said, here it is. Here it is. The reveal. Hey, how much do I have to pay one of you guys to do that for me? I mean, not on show, just normally in real life, just all the time. I need a person that stands behind me and fucking like does the memes for me. I need a memer, a real life memer. How much do I have to pay for that? Can I get somebody on Fiverr?
we need to trust the women to make that choice because I don't trust government to.
Oh, she's still setting it up. Dude, how many boards are there? She's still setting it up.
Make any choices. You said that too, right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It is remarkable that you have such a long record of fighting for women's reproductive freedom, and really great that my Republican colleagues are so open to voting for a pro-choice HHS secretary. So,
dude, he blinked on that one. He was like, fuck. He's like, this fucking lady just did me dirty. Look at that blink.
That my Republican colleagues are so open to voting for a pro-choice HHS secretary. So, Mr. Kennedy, I'm confused. You have clearly stated in the past that bodily autonomy is one.
Look at bro. Oh my god, dude. Hold on, is he an alien? Like that could. Okay, I've told you guys before. I am not sure these people are human. If you could. I'm not a big conspiracy dude, but you could convince me that these are serpent people, or Lemurians. Also, Lemurians.
One of your core values.
Staten Island.
The question is, do you stand for that value or not? When was it that you decided to sell out the values you've had your whole life in?
God damn. Damn, this lady is. God damn. That is harsh. I almost feel empathy. Almost. Not really. Not at all, actually.
In order to be given power by President Trump.
Senator, I agree with President Trump that every abortion is a tragedy.
No.
That we can't be a moral authority in this country.
Right. So, but that isn't what you said back in New
Oh, shit.
Hampshire in 2023. My question is exactly when did you decide to sell out your life?
Damn, look at the lady with the glasses sitting next to her, too. Look, dude with the glasses is just staring down at his lap like, man, he done fucked up. This is bad. And the lady with the glasses next to her is just like, yeah, tell him, RFK Jr. Tell him. Look, the girl in the back smirking as she looks at her phone. She's probably texting right now. She's probably like, this RFK Jr. moron is getting fucking rolled right now. Dude.
Life's work and values to get this position.
Senator, I agree with President Trump that every abortion is a tragedy.
So what you're telling us, just to be clear, because my time is limited, is that regardless of what you believe, regardless of what values you have, if President Trump tells you to do something, you're going to do it. You said just now.
Yeah, you saw the picture of him eating the McDonald's. Look, the dude was fucking chowing down on some straight up alleged kangaroo meat, okay? And some fucking deep fried fat fries, okay? Like, he don't have values. He has no morals. Bro is not, he just wants to be somebody. Look, his uncle was JFK. His dad, RFK, right? Because he's junior, right? 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 Like, he's nobody. He's a dude that cut a head off a whale. He's a dude that fucking got a brainworm from a dead bear carcass that he was apparently planting on a bike in Central Park. Okay? He doesn't have a lot of claim to fame. He just wants anything and everything he can get, and Donald Trump is free access right now. Just like he is pay to play. If you give Donald Trump like $50, he will let you stand on the side of the podium.
Now, the discussion about mifepristone. Oh, he's
Eat it, Robert.
The safety of it.
Trump is really his daddy.
Here are the safety studies that tell us mifepristone is safe and effective. And I asked Mr. Chair that these 40 about 40 studies be admitted to the record by.
But RFK Jr. is like, but I know one scientist, no one really likes him. He said, methylbromide bad.
By unanimous consent.
Without objection.
So the studies are there. The safety is proved. The science is there. But what you're telling us is.
He's like, yeah, but to be honest with you, if I say any of that, like no one, literally no one will follow me. I have no friends, 0 friends. No one likes me. I'm not one of the cool Kennedys. All the other Kennedys hate me. All I have left is fucking gullible conspiracy theorists. That's all I got left. I'm like, what do you want me to say, lady? I have no friends.
Is if President Trump orders you
Oh,
to take action
fuck.
to make it harder for women to get direly needed health care, you'll follow his order. If Mr. Trump, as he did
It's an easy
yesterday,
impression to do.
orders a halt on Medicaid payments
Look at his ass.
that are essential
Just getting torn
for taking care
open,
of people with
dude.
disabilities all around this country,
What up,
you're going
Silent?
to follow that order because you are willing to sacrifice your values, your knowledge, if President Trump tells you to do that. That, to me, is unacceptable in a Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Damn.
As I explained before, the White House has issued a statement saying that that policy will not deprive any American
Yeah,
of
the
benefits.
problem is the White House issued that statement only after we pointed out the damage.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and let's talk about some other things, okay? Well, let's talk about the fact that Donald Trump said he had no idea what Project 2025 is, when we know every fucking Republican presidential candidate has known what the Heritage Foundation, who produces Project 2025, was since fucking Reagan, okay? Let's remember that Donald Trump, in like 2017, when he was first elected, said, I've gotten 60 to 70% of the Heritage Foundation's Republican mandate already completed, and I'm only a year into my presidency, and then turned around and went, what's a Heritage Foundation? Never heard of Project 2025. Let's talk about the fact that Donald Trump said he had no idea who the Heritage Foundation was, nor did he know what Project 2025 was, and then he immediately made them part of his cabinet. Yeah, they say a lot of things at the White House, and then they do the opposite. This is literally something I pointed out the other day in one of my videos, is like, they say, oh, he's just joking about sending the IRS agents to the border. Just joking. But in the same fucking sentence, he said, yeah, we wanted to get rid of the income tax. That would be pretty cool. So you voted for him because you thought he would get rid of the income tax. Is he just joking? So if he's not joking about the income tax, because he said it the same fucking way, then was he not joking about the fucking IRS agents? And we all know what the answer is. He says shit out into the air, and if enough people nod their head or suck that knob, he's like, oh, okay, I guess I can do it. All right. That's the problem. They're a bunch of fucking enablers.
It would do, and it became politically uncomfortable for them. You know what else that freeze on federal funding did? It halted funds for critical research that could cure
Yeah, he doesn't believe in any of that.
pediatric cancer. So if the president tells you to do that, you're going to stop that too.
Didn't they freeze Medicaid too, just for like a minute, and they were like, oops, we didn't know? Didn't they say that shit? Didn't they put out a statement that said they were unaware that it would affect Medicaid?
That's enough.
I got a real quick.
Like that's like if fucking like I put a freeze on my employees' wages. And then they came to get their checks, and I was like, oh, I was unaware that you guys wouldn't get checks if I put a freeze on your ability to be paid. I had no idea. My bad. I would understand if people didn't want to work with me.
Question for you. Are you a conspiracy theorist?
The worm is on the mic, Redonk.
That is a pejorative, Senator.
Oh, that's their defense. God damn it. It's so insane. Holy shit. These people are fucking NPCs. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It's actually kind of amazing, to be honest with you guys. Every single time you say, that person's a conspiracy theorist, the person you're saying it about goes, first of all, that's a pejorative. Holy shit, that's so amazing. I mean, I'm not even mad. I'm fucking impressed. This is like, it's like a memo. It's a memo that goes around and they all know how to respond. As soon as they call you a conspiracy theorist, remember, your first response must always be, that's a pejorative. Jesus Christ, that's so crazy.
Applied to me
Read on.
mainly to keep me from asking difficult questions of powerful interests. I was told that I was a conspiracy theorist. That label was applied to me because I said that the vaccines, the COVID vaccine, didn't prevent transmission and it wouldn't prevent infection.
Yeah, and see, so here's my problem with conspiracy theorists. That's not, like, they try to boil it down to, like, when they get called out on any of their bullshit, it's always like, oh, no, like, we were saying the whole time that it didn't transmit. You also said that people were going to die in 5 years. You also said that people were fucking shedding the vaccine through the air on each other. This is my problem with conspiracy theorists, is they start out real fucking hard. They start out with this like fucking, like everybody's gonna die. It's the worst possible thing. They're putting fucking robots in the vaccines. They're fucking forcing. One of the biggest fucking bullshit lies out there right now was that there was a vaccine mandate. There was no vaccine mandate. Even the one that Joe Biden tried to use on government employees was shot down by the fucking government, by the judicial system. There was never a mandate in place for anybody unless you worked in the private sector, and that wasn't a fucking mandate that was made by the government. It was a mandate made by a private business, because you want to fucking know why? Because they are for profit. And they want your ass at work. They don't want you sick, and they definitely don't want you getting the other people that fucking work there sick. That's why they wanted you to take the vaccine. Not because they fucking cared about you. Not because they fucking believe COVID was this or that. It's because fucking Target wanted you to show up to work and not get fucking Ethel sick. Okay? That's why. And this is my fucking problem with conspiracy theorists, is when you finally call them on their bullshit, they're like, hey, all I said was it didn't stop transmission. That's all I said. Bullshit. You said like 10 other fucking things. And now you're just claiming the one thing that you said that I was like, yeah, that probably actually is true. You're probably actually right about that. God damn it.
The government was telling people, Americans, that it would. I was saying that because I was looking at the monkey studies in May of 2020.
See, he's like, I was just doing normal stuff. I definitely didn't spread a bunch of other shit. Somebody fucking just hold this dude's book in front of his face. It's got a goddamn big up from Rob Schneider in it. Look, if you write a book and Rob Schneider is your fucking supporting source, that might be the one fucking book that I am willing to burn. Rob Schneider does not fucking equate to being a legitimate source for COVID vaccine information. I'm not fucking lying about this. Look it up. Look up RFK Jr.'s book. It's got a fucking Rob Schneider saying, like, this is real information. It's all good. This is great. RFK Jr. is amazing. Fucking Deuce Bigelow. God damn it.
I was called now everybody admits it. I was called a conspiracy theorist because I said red dye caused cancer. And now FDA has acknowledged that and banned it. I was called a conspiracy theorist because I said fluoride lowered IQ. Last week, JAMA published a meta-review of 87 studies saying that there's a direct inverse correlation.
And that's the problem right there. That is absolutist language. There is a direct correlation. There is no direct correlation. Even in that fucking meta study, it does not say there is a direct correlation between fluoride and lower IQ.
Correlation between IQ loss.
All right, so I'm going to assume
I could go on for about a week.
Is there any one of them that you can say, you got me? That really was a conspiracy theory? Or are you in a
Not yet.
position to submit for the record? I think it'd just be helpful for...
Good job. Exactly. That right there. Because that's fucking conspiracy theorists in a nutshell. They're like, we're always right. No. You're like wrong 99.5% of the time. And then 0.5% of the time, you get one thing in a whole fucking plethora of things to be true. And you're like, see, I'm not a conspiracy theory. What is the shit they always say? It's conspiracy for 10 years and then 30 years later, it's truth. No, it isn't. 30 years later, nobody remembers the fucking wild-ass claims you made about it killing people in 5 years. That's the problem, is out of the entirety of your argument is you're going to die in 5 years from the vaccine. It's shedding and fucking people are getting it through the air. It's got robots in it, bro. They're tracking you. And I fucking know this shit because people not only share this shit with me, but then they share what they believe is supporting evidence. One of the things I can bring up is the fact that people fucking constantly said, oh, there's microchips inside of it. And then to fucking prove their point, they showed the fucking mental medicines that people take that have fucking trackers or whatever the fuck they are in them to make sure that people know, the people that give them the medicines know that they're actually taking them. They're like, see, they do that. They do that. No, they do that. That doesn't mean it's in the fucking vaccine. And that there's a completely different use for something like that. And that's exactly what a conspiracy theorist does. Is go, look, it is happening. Yeah, there are things that are happening. You're probably giving these fuckers those ideas, you morons. They probably had fucking, actually, we should be tracking these motherfuckers. Thanks, Bill on the internet.
For every one of these narratives, for you to submit that maybe
It drives me nuts.
Last year, the insurance industry in this country made over $70 billion.
Here we go, Bertie.
While at the same time, 85 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. Do you agree with me that the United States should join every other major country on earth and guarantee health
That's my man right there. Good job, Bernie. Good job, Bernie.
care to all?
And this is something that RFK Jr. should agree with. Like, this is the problem with the Trump spin. This is the problem with people that join the Trump camp. There are plenty of things about RFK Jr. that, like, baseline, like, before he became a Trump supporter, before he started getting on the MAGA grip, before he started doing fucking like this hyper thing, like when it came to like his involvement with the EPA, when he was doing environmental protection shit, perfectly fine. You want to like talk about studies and you want to like, judge the effectiveness of medicines and look into things and question things. Great. That's all good, man. And there was a point where it wasn't fucking quite insane. And he would say something like, Americans deserve health care. He would. He'd 100% be like fucking, yeah, Americans deserve health care. Or fucking, he wouldn't say it this well. He'd say, anyways. But he would fucking agree. If he doesn't agree right here.
All people as a human right. Yes? No?
Senator, I can't give you a yes or no.
I can't give you a yes or no. That's what happens when you get too close to Trump. It's like I don't know how many brain cells the worm ate. I don't know how many brain cells the worm ate. It might ate like most of them. I could be wrong. He could have came into this with like 6 left, right? But it's like the closer you get to Trump, it's like he has an aura of stupidity. It's like the closer you get to him, the dumber you fucking get. Like, not even 4 years ago, 5 years ago, if RFK Jr. had been asked that question, it would be an unequivocal yes. Yes. I mean, your whole fucking shield, everything that you supposedly run on is making America healthy again. Part of that, and even RFK Jr. 5 years ago wouldn't have denied this, would have been your capability of going to a doctor and getting certain medicines that are appropriate to people. I think he would say that diet's important. I think that he would say exercise is important, even though the motherfucker's 100% on TRT, allegedly. Motherfucker's doing something, okay? He ain't fucking rocking those weights the way he's rocking them if he ain't on some fucking TRT at his age. The dude's a hypocrite. He's 100% a fucking hypocrite.
Answer that question.
Healthcare a human right.
Go for the
Is
America.
healthcare a human right?
In the way that free speech is a human right.
Bro, just say yes. It's not even a fucking... It's Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders just like fucking say people should be able to go to the doctor if they need to. And he's like, oh, well, you know, free speech. Like I said, they're fucking NPCs. Every one of these fucking people. They're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? He's asking me a hard question. Bring up free speech, bro. Bring up free speech. Holy shit. These are the worst fucking magicians on the face of Earth.
In the way that free speech is a human right,
Yeah.
I would say it's different because
Are there any sane people left? Are there? I need to know that. Like, because all I see is fucking nut jobs nowadays. The burn and the worm. Is this the best we can do, America? Are these, like, is Donald Trump a dude with like an IQ of like maybe like 47? That's the one that's getting me thrown in the gulag right there, guys. When that one right there, when that one gets seen, that's what gets me thrown in the gulag. Donald Trump probably legit has an IQ under 70. I'm not fucking even joking. That's actually my opinion. He's probably got an IQ under 70, okay? You got a dude that bankrupted casinos, that has consistently sued his own employees to not pay them. He ran a scam university. You've got a dude with a fucking worm in his brain that can't talk, that can't say straight out that fucking healthcare is a human right, even though he runs on Make America Healthy Again. Are there any fucking sane people left? Because the ones that are running the country are fucking insane. These people are fucking nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy.
if with free speech doesn't cost anybody anything, but in healthcare, if you
The military would like to see you about that one, sir. Free speech doesn't cost anybody anything. I think you might want to talk to some people in the military about that.
smoke cigarettes for 20 years and you get cancer, you are now taking...
Hold on. Is he defending? Holy shit. He's saying... I'm going to let him finish, but if I get what he's saying here, he's saying that a person that smoked cigarettes for 20 years shouldn't have the right to access healthcare. This is a guy that's telling you that Big Pharma is doing all these conspiracy bullshit to fuck you. And by the way, I'm not a Big Pharma fan. Not a fan, okay? But he's telling you that Big Pharma is running these conspiracies. They're duping you. They're getting you to believe all this shit. And now he's going to use the example of tobacco that has literally fucking brainwashed people and told them for a large part of their fucking existence that smoking cigarettes wouldn't even give you cancer. That person that's been smoking for 20 years that was duped by fucking society to believe that it was the cool thing to do. Like, that person doesn't deserve healthcare? Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit, hypocrisy.
And so are you guaranteed the same right, or is there also a duty?
I'm sorry. I'd love to talk for an hour with you. We got a few minutes left here.
Yeah, but he just wants to he wants to talk to you for an hour. So he doesn't have to answer your fucking question.
All right. Every other country on earth says healthcare, whether you're poor or rich, young or old, is a human right. I'm not hearing you say that. All right, you've talked about the drug companies, and maybe
Oh, Bernie. Bernie goes so fucking hard.
we agree on this one. As you all know, despite the drug companies making over $100 billion in profits, paying CEOs outrageous compensation packages, we in some cases pay 10 times more for the same drug.
These are softballs, dog. They're softballs. Like, this is like, you should be able to fucking just, like, hit these out the fucking park. Even the MAGA fucking morons are like, oh, all that Big Pharma. Like, even the MAGA morons have to be like, fucking, I would like to. I mean, the example RFK Jr. just used probably describes like 60% of MAGA. Fucking 20-year-long smoker that has cancer. Have you seen these people? They are not exactly Adonises, okay? They are Gravy Seals Team 6. They are fucking out there eating McDonald's. So you're telling me Donald Trump deserves better health care than I do? He fucking ate all the cheeseburgers. The only thing he ever did in his fucking life was inherit money from his father and take advantage of the system.
Will you support legislation that I will introduce which says that in America we should not be paying a nickel more for prescription drugs than people around the rest of the world? Yes, no?
To equalize it.
Not to equalize it, that we should not be paying more than other countries for the same day.
Yeah, that's just straight up. He's just asking you. It's an easy one, dog. Just you guys are good at lying even. Just be like, yeah.
I'm drunk.
President Trump has asked me, in fact, I had a meeting with President Trump
Holy fuck, brother.
a week ago where we showed him the charts.
He knows the charts.
God damn it, man.
We're paying 10 times more from Europe.
That's right. And are you going to commit to us that you will end that absurdity?
I think in principle we can. We should.
Oh, bro, just say yes. Just go, yeah, I'm down with that. Or drop a, it's a no from me, dog. Like, you can do that too. It's acceptable. I'm just like one or the other, bro. Just fucking say yes.
We should end that disparity.
Good. Okay. That's great. All right. I happen to believe that climate change is real. It's an
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one because RFK Jr. was an EPA lawyer.
existential threat, and it is a
Ron Kennedy took up
issue.
flying.
Donald Trump thinks that it is a hoax originating in China. Question is, in your judgment,
Dude, he's not going to be able to answer this yes or no. And if you would have asked him 5 years ago, he would have said yes. Please just say yes. Just one win. That's all I'm asking for is just one win, right? Like, one return to sanity. That's all I want from just all of this right here. It's not much to ask for. Just one return to sanity. Just say, yeah, dude, I was a lawyer for the EPA. 100% climate change is affecting the world.
is climate change a hoax or is it real, causing devastating problems?
President Trump and I, from the beginning, from our first meeting, agreed to disagree on that issue. I believe climate change is existential. My job is to make Americans healthy again.
You were so close, bro. You were so close. Like that was a half yes. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get a W out of this one. I need one W. I'm going to take that.
All right, you believe that,
is
you
what
think that you disagree with Trump. You don't think climate change is a hoax, is what I'm hearing.
My job here is to
Jesus fucking Christ! God damn it, man! Just say yes! You can't be that afraid of Donald Trump, bro! Like, why are people afraid? Well, I understand why normal people are afraid of Donald Trump. Like, that motherfucker, like, you know, the next thing you know, you're going to end up with a fucking gag ball in your mouth down in Donald Trump's basement. And he's going to be servicing you with all inch and a half of his orange mushroom. Like, I get why, like, normal people are fucking worried about Donald Trump. But, like, why would fucking RFK grow a pair, bro? Just fucking say Donald Trump is wrong. Is it that fucking hard to say your fucking fearless leader is wrong? Come on, dog.
I'll just ask you that, Mr. Kennedy, not a trick question.
I answered your question, Senator Sanders.
Okay, you disagree with the president on
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I answered your question.
Wow. What a bitch.
Okay. I'm going to pick up on a point
Punk
that
ass.
Senator Hassan made. Look, there is no question that abortion.
See, we need to do a Senate confirmation for me. You guys, I'm gonna set you guys up like you guys are senators, and we're gonna do a Senate confirmation with me. You guys get to ask me these questions, and you get to hear my answers. And my wife's gonna be the president, so that way you guys know I'm not full of shit, okay? Because there's one person I'm not disagreeing with, and that's my wife, okay? But Senate confirmation hearing, if you're like, your wife said that climate change is a hoax, do you believe it's a hoax? I'm like, oh, it's crazy. Is she here? Because she's crazy. That's what's going to happen.
Is a divisive issue in this country.
Oh, dude. They know he's watching that shit.
Are pro-choice. There's a strong minority.
You guys saw Vivek got the fucking axe? I'm going to make a video on that. You guys see Vivek the other day? He was like, Jesse Waters straight up called him out, and he was like, so you got fired by Elon, huh? And he's like, that's not really what happened. That's not really what happened. Like, motherfucker, that's 100% what happened. You called Americans dumb jocks, and Donald Trump was like, yeah, you can't do that. We're idiots. We don't like that.
Who are pro-life. A year and a half ago, you went to New Hampshire, running for president, gave a speech, and you talked about government should not tell a woman what
here we
she
go
can
again.
do with
Oh,
her
dude's
own
getting
body.
roasted
That's
again on this
pro-choice.
one. Oh, they're
Now,
going back.
I think everybody on that side is pro-life. I think everybody here is pro-choice. I have never seen any major politician flip on that issue quite as quickly as you did when Trump asked you to become
now
HHS
Elon's getting denied.
secretary.
Yeah.
Tell me
the House
why
is
you
not a good
think
place right now.
people should have confidence in your consistency and in your word when you really made a major U-turn on an issue of that importance in such a short time.
Dude's just getting straight up punked by Donald
Senator,
Trump.
I believe, and I've always believed, that every abortion is a tragedy.
Yeah, I like his,
told
like,
the
he wrote that
people of
shit
New
down.
Hampshire
He
that it
wrote
was
that
their
shit.
right.
It's like on the back of his palm.
Right,
He's
let me
like,
do a last
I
question.
believe
Somebody
every
had a
abortion is a tragedy.
I think the gist of what you were trying
Oh,
to
they
say
all
today
brought.
is
Hold on, are they using the same slides? Do they share slides, or does each senator show up with just fucking those things under their arm? They just walk in with that shit, just put them up there. Like, dude, god damn. What up, Sean? What's up, DM?
you're really pro-vaccine, you want to ask questions. You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense.
Oh, nice. These are different slides.
Originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things.
Oh,
clothing
no.
For babies. One of
Oh,
them is
no.
titled Unfaxed, Unafraid. Next one.
Damn, look at Elizabeth Warren's like, I didn't even know he was bringing these. Wow, that's hot. Holy shit. That is crazy. Holy shit, dude. Who the fuck puts that on their kid? Once again, can we just talk about how fucking nuts some of this stuff is? I mean, my daughter did have a shirt that said my first Eagles jersey on it. So that was pretty, I crossed the line. Especially since she became a Dolphins fan. Okay. So that was crossing a line on my part. What happened to the days? What happened to the days when it was like, my mom's the pretty one, I take after her? Like, what happened to the days of putting shit like #1 Bengals fan on your fucking kid? Also, that's kind of mean too, to be honest with you. But like, when did we start turning our children into advertisements for being unvaxxed and unafraid? Like, what the fuck? When did your kid become a vaccination fucking billboard? Holy shit, that's crazy. Dude, let me just be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I meet you and your kid is wearing that, I don't care how cool you are. Like, you could be like the funniest fucking human being on earth. You could be an Eagles fan. You could be a fellow ginger. You could have all those things going for you. If you're like, here, want to hold my kid? I'm gonna be like, ah! Shit's got polio. Nah. Don't cancel me. We ain't hanging out after that. All right? There's a couple things that if I walk into your house, I've told this joke before. If I walk into your house and I'm like, man, I got to use the bathroom. I had too many beers. Where your bathroom at? And you're like, oh, down the hall. Actually, that one, my wife's in that one. You can go and use the bedroom because you're cool. So just go ahead and go in the bedroom. If I go use the bathroom in your bedroom and like your closet's open and you got like 8 different Donald Trump shirts, like I voted for the felon, you know, fucking, yeah, fucking White Lives Matter, shit like that. Oh, don't clip that. Clip it. If I see that shit in your closet, I'm going to pee and then I'm like, oh, you know, I got a cough. Oh, man, I am not feeling, I think I better go. You guys are not vaccinated. I better get out of here before I kill you all. YouTube, don't ban me. It was a joke. Jesus Christ. YouTube's always watching. My fucking viewer account's about to go in half because YouTube's like, fucking cut that shit off. That's one thing. And if you try to hand me your kid and your kid has an unvaxxed and unafraid onesie on, I'm gone. I'm good. I'm done. If your kid's got Trump shit on, like, I can't hang out. I ain't Jank. We can't have a beer, okay?
One and they're sold for $26 a piece. Next one is
Look at
no
his
vax,
ass.
no problem. Now you're coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine.
The question is whether or not RFK even knows this shit was on the website. Like, is he like finding out about this like right now? Is there like a fucking like a 26-year-old fucking marketing genius that's about to get fired?
Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you?
Once again. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine if you're one of the kids that the Republican parents got you to do the Nazi salute on TikTok. So this is your background. This is what all these kids' background is going to look like. They're going to have videos of them on TikTok doing a Nazi salute with grandma, okay, because they're owning the libs. And then their baby pictures are going to be them with a onesie that says unvaxxed and unafraid on it. Dude, I can only just guess what it's going to be like after World War III and we all nuke each other and the cavemen 10,000 years from now unearth these secrets. Please learn from us, future Neanderthals. Okay, I'm not a biologist. Let's just not even talk about the homogenesis, okay? MAGA, that's not what you think it is.
Tell us now that you will, now that you are
CBS, say those kids.
vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market.
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
That was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power. You can make that call.
Bro said, I'd totally take that shit down, but I can't because that's actually my pop's website. Like I don't do that. Like that's not me. That's like I don't even have kids. I don't even have kids.
Are you supportive of
What the
this?
fuck was that?
I've had nothing to do with
Are you
leadership.
supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of these?
Oh shit! Somebody clip that. Oh, somebody clip RFK saying I'm supportive of vaccines. Dude, start circulating that shit like right now. Start circulating the RFK said I'm in support of vaccines. We are about to have a MAGA meltdown. The fucking White House, the fucking Mar-a-Lago, Elon's cottage, it's all about to go up in flames. If the MAGA supporters find out that RFK Jr. said he is in support of vaccines, this shit is over. They're like, he's got the pops in him. The Bill Gates pops got to him.
This clothing, which is militantly
What up, Tommy?
anti-vaccine.
I am supportive of vaccines.
Laughing very awkwardly.
I want good science, and I want to protect
But you will not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Right now, there's
Dude, Bernie's a real one, though. Bernie's a real one. God, you know what I love the most about that? All the fucking fake ass said that they like Bernie, bullshit ass wannabe Bernie bros that said that they love Bernie. that fucking became RFK supporters, take that shit. Take that all over your face. All over your face. Enjoy that.
The 40-year-old law that requires hospital ERs accepting payment from Medicare to actually provide emergency care to patients. So let's say a woman experiencing a life-threatening condition like a heart attack goes to the ER. As a lawyer, you would agree that that federal law protects her right to emergency care, correct?
Yes.
So now,
as a softball, good
pregnant
job,
woman
RFK.
with life-threatening bleeding from an incomplete miscarriage goes to the ER. Let me rephrase that so you can hear. A pregnant woman with a life-threatening bleeding from an incomplete miscarriage goes to the ER, and her doctor also determines that she needs an emergency abortion. But she's in a state where abortion is banned.
This is a waffle question right here. He's going to say something about state rights, right? This is going to be some NPC shit right here.
Would agree also as an attorney that federal law protects her right to that emergency care, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, bro! Come on! It's fucking softballs, dude. These aren't even hard questions. Like, fucking 99% of MAGA Republicans don't even fucking give a shit. They don't. They don't care. Like, they just say that shit because they know that's what their group believes. They know that the fucking party politics is fucking you're pro-life, bro. But 99% of these fucking MAGA morons don't actually give a fuck. If you were like, yo, do you think that if a woman is dying, I don't care, give me another bear. Jesus
My
Christ.
understanding is that I have budgetary power and that it's pretty much limited to that. But if you tell me I have another authority, I don't even think that
Well, let me tell you,
we
you
have a
do.
law enforcement branch at HHS.
Actually, you do.
Damn. That's like me, like as a manager. That's like me as a manager, and like one of my employees comes to me and he's like, so yeah, as far as like my work schedule goes, like, you gave me 30 hours and I really need those 32 to get those benefits. And, if you could make that happen to me, make that happen for me, that I'd really appreciate that. And I'm like, hey, do I make the schedule? Do I make and he's like, yeah, you do, actually. You do. Do I? What? No! That's crazy. Anyways, like, bro, she said you do. Oh, damn. This is so good. RFK Jr., I knew this was going to be entertaining.
Well, let me tell you,
We
you
have a
do.
law enforcement branch at HHS.
Actually, you do, and that's CMS. CMS actually investigates complaints of EMTALA violations, as well as the Health and Human Services Inspector General, who, by the way, was just recently fired by Donald Trump. So you will be enforcing EMTALA laws, and it's important that you understand their impact and don't play politics with the patient presenting at the ER based on a position that this administration has taken.
So, Mr. Kennedy, I want to start with something that I think you and I agree on, and that is that Big Pharma has too much power in Washington.
See, these are softballs, dude. You got Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders fucking just giving you like easy questions that, like, I'm not saying that they're not doing a good job, by the way. I think they're doing a great job, but I'm saying this is something they agree on. It's like saying, like, fucking, like, like, you don't like Big Pharma. We agree that Big Pharma is in the pocket of too many politicians, and we dislike that. We should all agree that charging insurmountable amounts of money for medications to people that are working poor is ridiculous, right? Like, we agree on that, and it's like he won't even fucking answer those questions straight. I mean, obviously we're about to hear what Warren says here, but like, that's just the type of dishonesty I can't stand. Okay? Like, Donald Trump is full of shit. All right? Dude stands up there and spouts the most ridiculous, crazy bullshit you will ever hear in your life. But you know why Donald Trump does, because that's who Donald Trump is. He doesn't even fucking half the time know the words that are coming out of his mouth. He just heard them from somebody else and he's just repeating that shit. RFK Jr. doesn't even have that fucking excuse. RFK Jr. knows. He was an EPA lawyer. He knows about fucking climate change and all that stuff, and he chooses to fucking go around the question. He knows these things because he's been literally fucking writing books and going on podcasts and talking about them. And then to be dishonest in a way that in some way like makes Donald Trump feel better about what you're saying at the Senate hearing, rather than to just stay true to yourself and be like, yeah, you know, Big Pharma has been taking advantage of people and we don't like that. And we think that, like some of the fucking studies and stuff may or may not have been, people have profited by giving, positive support to some of these drugs. Like, you can say those things and he's choosing to not even fucking do that. It's crazy.
You said that President Trump asked you
Later,
to,
Bucket.
quote, clean up corruption and conflicts. Sounds great. You've said that you will,
Appreciate
quote,
you, Bucket.
slam shut the revolving door between government agencies and the companies they regulate. That also sounds great. So here's an easy question. Will you commit that when you leave this job, you will not accept compensation from a drug company, a medical device company, a hospital system, or a health insurer for at least 4 years, including
She said, are you 10 toes down? Do you believe the shit that you are spouting? Once again, easy one. Easy one. All he has to, like, every politician up there will fucking lie so quickly about this shit. Like, all he has to do is say, like, fucking, I definitely won't accept money from those companies. Like, it's an easy one.
as a lobbyist or a board member.
Can you just repeat the last part of the question? Can I commit
You're
to
not going to take money from drug companies.
He said, can you repeat the last part of the question before I commit to that? It's not a hard question, dude.
In any way, shape, or form.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh. I'm happy to commit to that.
Okay, good. That's what I figured.
Thank God.
I said it's an easy question to start with.
Dude, he looks so uncomfortable. Like, my dude, that should be like a moment for you. That's easy. Easy peasy, dog. Why are you so uncomfortable? Because we know why. Because your ass is going to take money.
And I think you're right on this.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
Let's keep going. Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, none of them want to give him money. So, yeah, okay.
It's just a really simple question.
He's like, I can answer to the affirmative on that one.
I want to know if you will commit right now that not only will you not go to work for drug companies, you won't go to work suing the drug companies and taking your rake out of that while you're a secretary and for 4 years after. It's just...
I'll commit to not taking any fees from drug companies while I'm secretary.
No, I'm asking about fees from suing drug companies.
Damn, Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is tearing that ass up in the nicest way possible.
Will you agree not to do that?
You're asking me to not sue drug companies, and I'm not going to agree to that,
drug
Senator.
companies as much as you want.
I'm not going to agree to not sue drug companies.
Wow, dude. Wow. She just wrecked his ass. Holy shit.
So let's do a quick count here.
That's crazy.
Of how, as Secretary of HHS, if you get confirmed, you could influence every one of those lawsuits. Well, let me start the list. You could publish your anti-vaccine conspiracies, but this time on U.S. government letterhead, something a jury might be impressed by. You could appoint people to the CDC vaccine panel who share your anti-vax views and let them do your dirty work. You could tell the CDC vaccine panel to remove a particular vaccine from the vaccine schedule. You could remove vaccines from special compensation programs, which would open up manufacturers to mass torts. You could make more injuries eligible for compensation even if there is no causal evidence. You could change vaccine court processes to make it easier to bring junk lawsuits. You could turn over FDA data to your friends at the law firm, and they could use it however it benefited them. You could change vaccine labeling. You could change vaccine information rules. You could change which claims are compensated in the vaccine injury compensation program.
Is he crying? because he should be. Dude, he is getting torn open right now.
There's a lot of ways that you can influence those future lawsuits and pending lawsuits while you are Secretary of HHS. And I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits so that what you do as Secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question. You have said
You're asking me, Senator, you're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
Look, no one should be fooled here. As Secretary of HHS,
that's what they get for calling the fucking Pocahontas.
Have the power to
Fuck his ass
undercut
up.
vaccines and vaccine manufacturing across our
Y'all done fucked up making Elizabeth Warren mad. You guys have been fucking with her too long. Too long!
country. And for all of his talk about follow the science and his promise that he won't interfere with those of us who want to vaccinate his kids, the bottom line is the same.
He's over there. Is that Trump throat deep in him over there right now? Is Trump all up in the back of that man's wind box right now? Because that's what it sounds like. Holy shit.
Kennedy can kill off access to vaccines and make millions of dollars while he does it. Kids might die, but Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
Senator, I support vaccines.
Dude, did somebody laugh? Hold on. Did somebody laugh when he said that shit?
But Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
Senator, I support vaccines.
Somebody chuckled. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a fucking circus. Holy shit, dude. We haven't even gotten to the Nazi kids on fucking TikTok. I thought that was going to be the funny part. We have not even gotten to the fucking kids on TikTok with their Republican parents giving Nazi salutes. And this has already been fucking amazing.
I support the childhood schedule. I will do that. The only thing I want is good science, and that's it.
How about then say you won't make money off what you do as Secretary of HHS?
Dude, like, that shouldn't be hard. Just say yes. If you're like 10 toes down, if you're like, seriously, like, does RFK Jr. need a bunch more money? I'm sure he has fucking plenty. Like, just say you're not going to take any money from that shit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's not that hard.
Mr. Kennedy, you have compared the CDC's work to Nazi death camps.
Ooh. Like I said, the funniest thing is he's written all this shit in a book.
You've compared it to sexual abusers in the Catholic Church.
Damn.
You've also said that many of them belong, this is a direct quote, many of them belong in jail. For me, those are disturbing characterizations of the CDC workers that I know who are trying to keep the American public safe every single day. And as you are presented as the nominee for this position, I need to know, do you stand by those statements that you made in the past, or do you retract those previous statements?
Senator, I don't believe that I ever compared the CDC to Nazi death camps. I support the CDC. My job is not...
I'm pretty sure you did.
...dismantle or harm the CDC. My job is to empower the scientists if I'm privileged to be confirmed.
So you retract those statements?
I'm not retracting it. I never said it.
Well, actually, I have a transcript.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bro, like, it's so weird to watch people in this day and age where everything is, like, electronically, like, everything has receipts, be like, nah, I didn't say that shit. And then somebody's like, well, here's you talking about that shit.
Of me saying that it's a Nazi death camp?
Yeah, let me read your words. It says that the
Let me read your words.
institution CDC and the vaccine program, is your description of their work, is more important than the children that it's supposed to protect. And you know, it's the same reason we had a pedophile scandal in the Catholic Church. It's because people were able to convince themselves that the institution of the church was more important than these little boys and girls who were being raped. That's pretty provocative language. You said in another statement to me, this is like Nazi death camp. I mean, what?
He said to me, this is like a Nazi death camp. That is literally like you comparing that shit. You can't say to me, that makes it like a Nazi death camp. That is definitively a comparing statement.
Let me finish. I'm just reading your words. I mean, what happened to these kids? I mean, what? Raped. That's pretty provocative language. You said
can't play it twice in the fucking
in another statement
YouTube?
to me. This is like Nazi death camp. I mean, what? Let me finish. I'm just reading your words. I mean, what happened to these kids? 1 in 31 boys in this country, their minds are being robbed from them.
Yeah, I was not comparing the CDC to Nazi death camps. I was comparing the injury rate to our children to other atrocities.
Is that better? Is that better? I mean, isn't that like saying that people are in support of Nazi death camps? Is that better? I don't think that's better, dude.
And I wouldn't compare of course, the CDC to Nazi death camps to the extent.
Just like everybody else? Just everybody else gets compared to it? Fucking, how is that better, dude?
And any statement that I made has been interpreted that way. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I say a lot of shit on here too, and if you guys ever call me out on that, that's gonna be the excuse I use. Yeah, whatever you guys say and how you interpret it, I disagree with that. You don't even need to tell me how you feel about it. I just disagree with however you interpret it as, just so you guys know. It's a legal defense.
In 2003, the United States Congress Government Oversight Committee ended a...
Do you guys know how the vaccine injury sites work? I'm going to say this just in case you guys don't know. So as far as vaccine injuries go, anybody can report a vaccine injury for any reason. There is no follow-up. There is no confirmation. You don't have to provide evidence. You can literally just say, I took a vaccine and then this thing happened. And that's why you have so many fucking claims. The number of those claims that actually get prosecuted in any way, shape, or form are extremely rare. And that's because, yes, there are times that people do get injured through a vaccine because either, genetically they're predisposed to that type of injury, or they're allergic, or there's lots of reasons. You're a human being. You're made up of a complicated a network of biology. And when you introduce a vaccine into that, sometimes that can be bad for certain people. But the overwhelming majority of people that take vaccines are perfectly fucking fine. And just because your Aunt Jill fucking got a vaccine and then got in a car and got in a car wreck, it doesn't mean the vaccine caused a car wreck. That's not how it fucking works. And the funniest fucking thing is that these people use COVID in the opposite way. Oh, well, they were calling COVID deaths for somebody that had cancer, and this guy had it was considered a COVID death, but he had a heart attack or whatever it is. But you can't put it on the same way of thinking. It's like, I actually agree with that. I actually agree that if somebody got in a car accident and it was marked as COVID, which I don't even know if that happened, but people say it did, that would be wrong. That would be wrong. Just like I think that if you go on a fucking website that has zero follow-up and you put on that website that your Aunt Jill died in a car accident and it's because of a fucking vaccine, that's also bad. That's called being consistent. Jesus Christ.
An over a year investigation that CDC,
I ain't hiring this motherfucker.
And used almost that same language. They said that the CDC, just one division, one branch, the immunization.
Sean, this is a type of interview where you get up with the dude and you go, here, let me walk you to the door. All right, hey, You have a good one, okay? Hope you do good out there. Good luck. And then you shut the fucking door. That's what you do.
Safety Office had put institutional
he's just willing to
self-interest
shill for
and
whatever, Sean.
pharmaceutical profits ahead of the welfare and the health of American children. So that was a conclusion by Congress.
And this is what fucking Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders both tried to say to you, bro, is people agree with you when it comes to pharmaceuticals and the cost of pharmaceuticals. You didn't agree that you would fucking help lower the cost on those drugs. If you agree with that, then you should fucking first start there. You don't have to stop there, but you can start with making sure that people can access those fucking medicines. And then next, you can move on to fucking following through with the science and talking about the fact that, the pharmaceutical industry was incentivized to create these medicines, but they're also incentivized to make them safe. Just by the way, that is the honest to God truth of the situation. Is if you are a fucking gigantic corporation that produces something that kills tons of people, you're not going to make money. That's just not the way that works. In fact, many of our pharmaceutical companies that did go that route did get in huge amounts of trouble. Not big enough. I agree with that. There's still further to go. Like, nobody is saying that there isn't anything there to be looked at. Nobody is saying that you're just going to we're just balls deep in pharmaceutical and they can do whatever they want with our children. Nobody believes that shit. It's the extremes. It's the idea that you're making everybody so fucking afraid of the MMR vaccine that the fucking MMR vaccine has been studied more than any other vaccine or medicine or fucking anything. They have studies on something like 2 million children with autism. And there is absolutely no link to autism and the MMR vaccine. But that's something that fucking RFK believes.
I repeated that.
I'm asking you because you're the nominee for HHS.
Yeah, this guy was running for the president. Exactly, the people.
Senator, my objective is to support CDC. There's nothing I'm going to do that is going to harm CDC. I want to make sure that our science is gold standard science, so that it's free from that same government oversight investigation committee found that the panels, the ACIP panel within CDC, I think 97% of the people on it had conflicts. I don't believe that that's right. I think we need to end those conflicts. And
I hear what he's saying, but who are you going to put in those positions? They have conflicts, as in they have like some type of connection to a pharmaceutical company? You mean that they have an education and they believe the science of those pharmaceutical companies? What do you mean when you say 97% of those people? Because that's a fucking super high percentage to be making that type of accusation.
And make sure that scientists are doing unobstructed science.
So I want to enter this statement, by the way, into the record without objection.
Without objection. This hearing will be adjourned. I still encourage the audience to be polite and respectful no matter what side of the issues you...
Hold on, that man's name is Mr. Crapo? His name is Mr. Crapo. That's the dude that should be leading this show. I'm going to be honest with you. If you guys ask me who should be in charge of the next 4 years of this circus, it's Mr. Crapo. Definitely Mr. Crapo.
You may be on. And Mr. Kennedy, I look forward to working with you.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Like, if any Democrats confirm him, I'm done. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know what the answer is anymore. If any Democrats confirm RFK Jr., I'm done. I can't. Like, one of the things I was going to say, too, Bill Gates just recently sat down with Donald Trump. He sat down in a dinner with him at Mar-a-Lago, like all the billionaires are doing right now, because they all want to be the next trillionaire, right? They all want to be in charge of AI. They all want to be in charge of putting chips in your brain, all that bullshit, whatever it is that they want to do, right? Like, this is legitimately what Elon is doing, right? Putting chips in people's brains. So Bill Gates sits down with him, and he says, we had a really good talk. Oh, what did you talk about? We talked about vaccines. one of the very important things that Bill Gates says is he says, I really approved of something Donald Trump did with the vaccine, with Operation Warp Speed. He incentivized pharmaceutical companies to create a safe and effective vaccine in a record amount of time. Now, I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly what he said. But you can go watch the interview. It's what he's saying with what he's saying. And, you know, the thing about that is that on the surface, it's something that somebody says that actually, like, I'd be concerned about generally, right? Like, well, hold on. We're incentivizing big pharmaceutical companies to create vaccines that could potentially, like, you know, harm people if they, like, push them through too fast. And so immediately that's the type of thing that I'm like, well, let's look into that. Let's see whether or not that was a good thing or not. And by the way, Donald Trump was the president, and Operation Warp Speed was his idea. Well, not his idea, but it was his administration's idea. So I have all the reason to dislike it, right? And in looking into it, like, you find that the pharmaceutical companies found some really actually, like, intelligent ways to go about doing studies where they were stacking groups of people in different stages of the vaccine rather than long form studies where, you know, one group at a time was going through these stages. And they were able to put through a large amount of people through these vaccine studies to verify that they were safe and effective. And generally, it is a bad thing to incentivize pharmaceutical companies to come up with medicines and stuff like that, unless you're putting some type of boundary on them by saying you're not going to be the person that gets to put out this vaccine if your vaccine can't show that it's safe and effective. And it was in the government's best interest to do that. And I've criticized the government repeatedly for the way that they spoke when the vaccines first came out. I've criticized Fauci and the Biden administration on the way they talked about masks and PPE and how they told people not to, you know, that these masks weren't effective. And then they went back on that because they said, oh, we just didn't want people to, you know, fucking panic buy a bunch of PPE, which is fucking actually a solid thing. They're correct about that. Look at people buying eggs right now. They're buying 4, 5, 6 fucking dozen eggs at a time. Like, you can't go a month without eggs, bro. Like, they're right about that. People would panic buy PPE. In fact, there was multiple cases of people panic buying PPE and then selling it on eBay and price gouging people. So it's not that they're wrong about it, but they were wrong to talk to people in the way they did and say, oh, you know, this isn't, you know, these masks wouldn't be good for you anyways. You shouldn't buy them. Leave them for nurses and medical personnel. I've criticized them for that. There's plenty to be criticized about how we handle the pandemic. And that's because handling a pandemic is incredibly complicated to do. They're human beings, just like we are. They make mistakes, just like we do. And do I think that they should be honest and own up to those mistakes? And potentially, if somebody does something that is criminal, should they be punished? Of course. Of course. But I had to agree with the fact that the incentivization of those vaccines did produce a vaccine that generally would take somewhere between 6 and 10 years to happen within 6 months and a year. And that's fucking insane. Because if you can do that for, you know, a pandemic, something like COVID coming out, what could we do for cancer? Why, you know, there's a joke about dick pills where it's like $80 billion worth of funding goes to dick pills because that's what people care about. If people cared about their dicks as much, or if people cared about cancer as much as they care about old men's dicks, we would have a cancer cure by now. And that's legit, not even a joke. That's like, you could probably actually find the fucking cure to cancer, but it's not worth a lot of money. What's worth a lot of money is making sure that 60-year-old white men can still get their fucking dick up. That's what's big nowadays. But what I was saying about Bill Gates sitting there with Donald Trump is he said in the conversation with Donald Trump, we had a great talk about vaccines and accelerating and what AI can do for creating new vaccines. So my question to RFK Jr. would be, are you good with that? Because you're saying none of this stuff is safe, that is safe or effective. Are you good with that? Because Donald Trump 100% believes that. Donald Trump thinks you should eat McDonald's. Donald Trump thinks that vaccines should be influenced by AI and should be moved forward at an accelerated rate. You okay with all those things? Donald Trump thinks that climate change is a hoax. You okay with that? Or are you just sucking up to just get a job? Because that's what it seems like. It seems like dude just wants a job. Tia, can you become a mod? Tia, of course you can become a mod. Add as moderator. You don't get to be the managing moderator. We've already had problems with Redonk banning all the other moderators. Tia's the new mod. What's up, Tia? Restream bot is spamming. Let me see. Oh, hello, great streamer. I love your content and want to help you reach 1,000 followers, 700 live viewers, and unlock your sub button while earning $1,000 plus per stream. Let's chat. You know, Twitch is so fucking weird with the Oh, I restream. I just fucking timed out my fucking restream bot. Oh my god, I'm so good at this. I just timed out my restream bot. That's amazing. Oh well, we'll fix that later. You got 24 hours, restream bot. That's people on Twitch. It's people on Twitch. It's always, there's so many people on Twitch that are bots that fucking try and sell you shit. It's crazy. All right, where are we at here? Let's watch the kids on TikTok giving Nazi salutes. Good God, that was a long ass video. There's a lot to go over there. How long was that? Was that like 2 hours? Did we go a full 2 on that bad boy? What did we go on that? Yeah, that's almost 2 hours. Holy shit. Oh, okay. We had to get to this one. There's no way we weren't watching this one before it's over. This is TikTok Republicans are forcing their kids to do the fascist salute. Are you guys ready after that fucking circus? Are you ready for this circus? The circuses never end. What's happening, Nana? What's going on, Nana? Oh, fuck. I told you I can't keep up. I need some pills. I can't keep up with all the fucking insanity, dude. I have a job. It's hard to keep up with fucking all the fucking insane shit that is constantly going on right now in America. It's not just Donald Trump. It's fucking the kids now. Oh. All right. Anyways, here, let me make sure to put this because we want to make sure dude's channel goes in here. Restream. You don't get to do with it. Nice, Tia. Tia's got to collect them all. Got to collect them all, Tia. All right, there you go. This is Cal Does Life. This is the first video I've ever seen from Cal Does Life. It had probably the best clickbait name to a video I've ever seen. So we're going to rock this shit. We're going to see what it's like. If you like Cal, go like and subscribe. Check out them egg prices. All right, you guys ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Are you guys ready for this? That's a weirdly pumped up Ginger right there. We are known to be very expressive.
Team, what on earth is this timeline we are living in? What started off as...
Hold on, is he British? Is he British? That's my really bad British accent. I want to hear a British person do an English accent. I guess it probably wouldn't sound that weird to me, huh?
Elon Musk throwing up a very, very questionable salute during Trump's inauguration.
Dude, that face, though. Like, that's not my heart goes out to you. That face does not say my heart goes out to you. That face right there says fucking y'all are getting put in camps. By the way, they're fucking trying to make Guantanamo Bay into an actual fucking internment camp for migrants. Like, remember when fucking Biden was in office and the fucking conspiracy theorists were sharing all the pictures of the supposed FEMA camps that were going up around the country? Supposedly Biden was going to put all these people in FEMA camps. Remember how that shit didn't happen? You guys remember that? That it didn't happen? Yeah, it didn't happen. But you know what they're trying to do now? He's literally trying to turn Guantanamo Bay into a fucking camp for immigrants. And this motherfucker right here's got the Nazi salute just like angry as fuck with the grunt going on. Like, come on.
Salute during Trump's inauguration has now descended into adults using children as political puppets.
No! Bro. That wasn't even, like, you didn't even try, like, to like, kind of act like that was not what that was. That looks like that's just a straight up, that's Hitler. That's Hitler.
Children as political puppets.
Look at what? All right, this is for all my friends. None of them watch my videos because they're assholes. All my friends, if I see a fucking video of you and your kid doing this shit, you are never allowed at my house ever again. Not even because I think you're racist, because I think you're a fucking idiot. If I saw one of my friends with their kids doing this shit right here, like, I'd never talk to that motherfucker ever again. Like I said, not even because I'd be worried they're racist, just that they're dumb. Just that they're fucking dumb.
Puppets in TikTok to get them to do the salute, to be like, look, nothing wrong. I didn't even think family channels would ever stoop this low. Republicans on TikTok are a different...
Dude, he's right. Like, all the abuse that happens in the fucking TikTok family channels and shit like that, and this is even below them. They're out there just fucking up their children for money, and then these guys are like, hold my beer.
Different breed. This wasn't even the video I was meant to be filming right now.
Oh my god.
I just saw this TikTok, and
Oh
I was just
no.
like, what in like the 2010
no.
iDubbbz monstrosity is this? This is, I'm laughing out of sheer like disbelief that someone would come online and use their child or a child as a puppet for something like this. This is just like, what on earth?
I'm just gonna say it because my wife's in the chat right now. If I saw that shit, if like I was at work, I was just cruising through TikTok. I've never been on TikTok. Well, I have my own channel on TikTok. I've never scrolled the TikToks. But if I was scrolling the TikToks at work when I shouldn't be, okay, and I came across a video of my wife and one of my children doing that shit, I would divorce her through text message. I would divorce her in the comment section. I'd drop an angry face reaction. And then I'd be like, this is you being served with like a PDF to the divorce documents. I'm pretty sure you can get that shit handled in like 10 minutes nowadays. There's probably like a turbo tax for divorces, right? Like fucking, I'd turbo divorce my wife on TikTok in the comment sections after dropping an angry face. And then maybe a GIF. Like one of those I'm out of here gifts. Probably one of those.
What on earth is going on? I'm pretty sure I've got a stain on my t-shirt here, but yes, my name is Cal, and on this channel we talk about things, and then we will discuss it as a team and a community down in the comment section below. So if that sounds like fun for you, please feel free to join.
Dude, just the fact that he's just like, I cannot believe that I cannot believe in his voice right now. That is real.
But back to the point at hand, this conversation, this can never be okay. And if you're kind of lost here and you're like, Cal, why are you so frantic right now? What is going on? Basically, a few days ago at Trump's inauguration, Elon was doing a speech and he decided to hit up this post twice. Once wasn't worse enough. And well, everybody reacted like, what on earth was that about? That was a little bit odd. And that was an interesting post to do.
I'm a conservative, but I can honestly say what's right and what's wrong. That I don't necessarily agree with, as that could be very offensive to people. Yeah, it's messed up.
Oh, good job, buddy. Good job, big hat.
I mean, I think he meant it as a joke.
Thank you.
That's a rather large iPhone. Fucking Walter Masterson. It's like an iPhone 37. Fucking Max Edition. Extreme.
Thank you. 10 other people are like, wow.
I'm from New York, and that wouldn't even be allowed there.
And then because of this, debate
dude.
Exploded online. Was it an accident? Was it just his personality coming out? He was just being a bit goofy. He wasn't really thinking about what he was doing with his limbs. Was it a moment of just lapse in judgment? And he wasn't thinking about...
He said he wasn't really thinking about what he was doing with his limbs. That sounds like a Republican, that's a Republican excuse if I've ever heard one. I had no idea what I was doing with my penis. It just happened. It was awkward. It was weird. That's what she said.
The angles he was throwing up his arms and how it could be connected to Nazis, Nazi parties, far-right fascists. Is Elon Musk dog whistling to his far-right community? I don't know, this all seems very strangely coincidental if you ask me. But don't just take my opinions for it. Even Elon Musk's child weighed in on this.
Yeah,
I'm
of
just
course.
gonna say,
She hates his
let's
ass.
call a spade a spade. Especially if there are two spades done in succession based on the reaction of the first spade. Whee! This is not looking good when your own family are being like, hold up, something's not right here. Elon Musk has fired back at these critics in the news like, whatever. Do better tricks, because attacking their political opponents as Adolf Hitler is so tired. But then Elon Musk's daughter went on to make another post, as in this debate of people trying to work out if this was intentional of Elon Musk or not. Some people are speculating if it's due to Elon having autism, which is what Elon's daughter Vivian made another post about. I don't know why you're reacting with such vigor. I'm clearly only talking about card suits. I mean, I have ADHD, and this was clearly just an accident that people happen to interpret
it's like dripping
to mean
with fucking
something
sarcasm.
other than just card suits. After all, there's no proof I'm not just talking about card suits. People assuming I'm not just talking about card suits just goes to show how dishonest people the media can be. And then in the following post, Vivian added, for those who can't read between the lines, do you understand how easy this is to do? Plausible deniability, honey. Just saying. This is just not a good look for Elon. And a lot of people defending Elon are like, it's a Roman salute. But
dude, NPCs, bro. NPCs. No, dude, it's a Roman salute. Oh my God, the number of people that have said that. Holy fuck, there's no hope. There's no hope for society, bro. It's over. It's just, people are not smart enough. We're Dunsky. Oh,
this
no.
can be refuted as well. Like
but
in
the
this
Romans,
article,
bro.
there is no evidence from
But
Rome.
the Romans.
Roman salute is a modern invention. Closest we come to a Roman salute are representations of the palm raised with the elbow.
Bro, I'm just gonna, anytime like I get in trouble for something, like I get in trouble at work, like my boss is like, hey, yo, so a customer just came to us and he said you flipped him off. And I'm gonna be like, Roman salute, bro. Roman salute. Fucking, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, obviously, brother doesn't know anything about Rome, okay?
Bent in a sign of greeting, like a little
modern day
wave. Whee! And who are people that have done similar poses to this, you ask? Well, Mussolini and Hitler. Well-known fascists. Here's a well-known political commentator giving their input.
Anyway, let's look at one of these tech billionaire oligarchs speaking at the inauguration. Did he just Kyle?
It is thanks.
Bro, and this is my thing. Let's just say, best faith. You're like, no, dude, he was awkward. Your reaction to somebody doing that shouldn't be to immediately defend an excuse. Like, it would be appropriate if you questioned it, then defended and excused, right? Like, if somebody did some shit like that and you saw that shit, your first reaction should be like, damn, that was definitely a Nazi salute. Like, a follow-up after that of like, you know, you talk to the dude and he's like, no, dude, is that what it looked like? Oh, I'm sorry. What the hell? So sorry. You know, like, whatever. Like, first of all, no one believes you. But let's just say that's what you do. Like, if you are dude's good friend, like, I might be able to, like, forgive you a little bit. But probably not. No, not at all. But, like, your initial reaction to someone giving what definitively looks like an emphatic Nazi salute should, at the least, at the very beginning, be to question it. If you're in that crowd and you're like, you're a Nazi, okay? You're a Nazi. It was a bad look.
Here's a literal not openly recognizing that what Elon Musk did was a not salute.
Like, straight up, like, that was a serious Roman. It wasn't even like a subtle, like a wave, like one of these. Like, that was a straight up loving Hitler energy.
People are losing their shit.
All of the institutional defenders who are tasked with supposedly combating anti-Semitism have decided.
Bro, like I said, you can question it. You can, like, fucking, like, all I'm asking for from people is initially you should at the least be like, that shit did look like a Nazi salute, though. Like, it's not, Like, that's if you went like this. If you did this to somebody and somebody was like, hey, I think that dude just flipped us off. And you're like, no, he didn't. He was saying one. He was obviously telling everybody he has one. Okay? You'd be like, am I wrong? That he flipped us off. 100% he flipped us off. And he's like, no, bro, actually, oh, am I not supposed to? Oh, sorry. Like, and again, you would not believe that he was sorry. Like, how you can't defend that. Yeah, accident or not, it looks like not. Yeah. Like, come on!
I almost asked the question, why
yeah, the
is
slap in the
ADL
chest
defending
thing,
Elon Musk?
how
Because he's
emphatic he was
pro-Israel.
about it
That's
was like,
It
that was
seems
bad.
Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge. Bro, Steven Crowder was like, that's crazy that he did the salute. It is such an...
Hold on. Steven Crowder agrees with me? We don't live in reality that people are defending this. This is what I'm saying. It's all of this shit is batshit crazy. Like, it's like, we see shit with our eyes. We see it happening. It's definitely happening.
Display of pro-Nazi symbolism that is being completely swept
when people
under
get
the
to a
rug
point
by
where they start
the
thinking no one can do wrong. And that goes for
morally
everybody,
bankrupt
all
individuals
sides.
you've ever seen.
And look, to compose myself for a moment, yes, clearly there's enough plausible deniability to say that Elon was just very excited in that moment. You know, his team...
This dude's trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do it. He's like, look, I'm just trying to say, like, if you wanted to be the best faith about this argument, if you wanted to steelman him...
He was excited to be there on stage. He was just trying to give his energy and
some people follow
to
Nick
his
Fuentes.
adoring
There's
fans.
groypers.
Okay,
They love that
maybe
dude.
that is the thing. However,
It's weird,
what is
but
irrefutable
they love
is
him.
the conversations
I don't know
around
who the
this.
fuck they
Let's
are.
park Elon for a moment.
I've never met
as
one
what
in
is
real
going on TikTok can only be...
Dude, Redonk, I actually had a fucking Nick Fuentes follower comment on something in one of my videos, and he was like, bro, like, actually, that's actually true. You're right. And I went to his profile on X, and it was nothing but Nick Fuentes shit, and I was like, holy fuck, a fucking groyper is following me. I kind of wanted to just quit YouTube at that point. I was like, I made a mistake. Somehow, somewhere, I made a mistake. All right, hold on. Let's get back to this.
Elon for a moment. As what is going on TikTok can only be described as hell. This is why no good political debate...
Wait, what are you doing? Why are you in a brace?
Elon for a moment. As what is going on TikTok can only be...
Please stop. I know I made the joke. I know it's probably my fucking fault. I know I made the joke to do it and see how people react to you doing it. But this is exactly how people react to you do it. Please stop. We don't need videos of Americans doing the fucking Nazi salute all across the country. That is the wrong message to send. Oh my god.
Described as hell. This is why no good political debate occurs.
Dude,
now,
it totally looks
people
like
are
that,
just
Redonk.
This. What? Why? Come on, stop. This is not edgy. This is just odd.
No, dude,
Republicans
stop.
on TikTok who are
Not
trying
the
to
guy with
fight
the
back.
faux
I don't know
hawk.
how they're fighting back and trying
Bro,
to
you
defend
look like you're
Elon by
racist
just throwing up
already.
the salute themselves. This
Like,
is
I
not a
definitely
joke.
can't do that
This
shit.
is
If my bald white ass were to fucking do that shit, and you were to be like, look at that skinhead, I'd be like, they're probably right. I mean, it does look like that. A bald white man doing that is not a good look, especially a bald, bearded white man. No, that's not a good call. That's not a good call.
Joined up logical thinking.
bro.
They think how we can fight back and how we can
my
show them
God.
it's not that deep. It's not real. You're overthinking it. Whatever. I'm going to throw up the salute too.
Dude, please
is this a
stop.
distraction
Why?
technique
Don't
to
do
take away
that.
From
What are you
Elon's
doing?
team? Is that what you're trying to do? But if so, don't bring a child into it. And a huge shout out to this content creator,
Don't
Dinesh,
bring the
who has a
child
little
into it.
playlist calling out people on TikTok who are now starting to join in and do the salute themselves. And I think this is like one of the best comments surrounding this.
Isn't that how Nazi Germany started? Was like, I bet you won't. I'm pretty sure that's how Nazi Germany actually started. Was like, yo, guys, like, they didn't like that I did this thing. Yo, like, show them who's boss. Let's all do it together. And then anybody that didn't look like those people started getting murdered. Pretty sure that's exactly what happened with Nazi Germany. Fuck. Okay, so at what point do people show the fuck up at your place of work or your house and go, you better do the salute or else we're going to fuck you up? Like, that's the next step, isn't it? The first step is they volunteer to do it. The second step is if you don't do it, we whoop your ass, right? Like, isn't that how Nazi Germany goes? By the way, I fucking dare you.
Conversation. Suddenly and magically, everybody knows a Roman salute. Like, they walk around doing it. Yeah, honestly, on my 27 years on this planet, I've never seen somebody do this in real life. So when you get videos like this...
To everyone defending Elon and what he did, I want you to do it.
Thank you so much to every single one of you. We are almost to 1 million supporters on this app. My heart goes out to every single one of you.
First of all, that's some pussy shit, bro. That's some pussy shit right there. This dude, pussy, okay? You're not even gonna do it for real. Like that, like you doing that off screen, dog. You doing that off screen in your little fucking snuggie. You fucking soft ass in a soft ass snuggie, okay? Effect, soft look, exactly. That shit says right below you. Effect, soft look. That's the caption. You didn't even do it on the camera.
Thank you so much for all the love and support. What now?
It's not a gotcha moment. You cropped your arms out. There's a reason why you won't show your arms and you won't do this in public in a random place. But the worst of the worst literally has to be this. Like, even just to like try and make fun of it is just so wild. Dude. This is just not it. This isn't good political commentary. And I saw this content creator make other videos being like, the kid didn't know they were just dancing along. That is...
Yeah, it ain't the kid's fault. Like I said, the kid's gonna fucking grow up one day and they're gonna be like, Dad, is this you giving the Nazi salute with grandma? You know, right after the fall of America. Holy shit.
Doesn't make it better. That makes it worse. You
Oh
sold
my
it to the
God.
child under a false pretense. Oh, we're just having
Timply,
fun,
bud.
having fun.
You timply.
I'm secretly using you as a political toy to communicate my message and dog whistle to all Republicans that this is funny, hee hee ha ha. That's not me saying all Republicans are fascists. Clearly not.
Like I said, dude, like you can't say or do shit that looks racist and then be mad at people when they're like, that shit looks or sounds racist. Like, if you go up on stage as a comedian and you make a bunch of homophobic jokes and people laugh at it because they as well think that shit's funny, it's still homophobic. It's not like the people who are laughing at it like homophobic humor. Like, it's like if you get up on stage and say racist shit and some other people are like, dude, that's actually pretty funny. It's because they like racist humor. It doesn't not make it racist.
Not. But like joining in on this joke.
This shit is crazy.
Fighting back at liberals.
Oh,
it's
fuck.
Well, why would you want to join in something that clearly has a lot of misconception around it and a lot of confusion? Why would you want to even fuel that conversation? And this person made another video being like,
what's the
this is bullying
punchline?
Democrats. It's all they had got because facts are too much to comprehend. And it's like people clearly upset that they used a child in their video. That is not bullying. That's you being called out for being a terrible adult. This is like such a
Yeah, I'm on the side of the people saying that you shouldn't do that with your child. I'm 1,000%. Like, that's probably like call CPS kind of shit. Like, if you're like having your kid do Nazi salutes on TikTok for views, I'm really not down with that.
Juvenile mindset where like, shock
does
comedy,
Chappelle
shock
count?
dark
I
edgy
guess, like, some
comedy
of it.
is
So I
funny.
guess you have
No,
to be-
this is not
if you're
2012.
liking some of
You
it.
are not iDubbbz. This
I'm
is
sure there's
terrible.
something,
Moments
right?
like this
Makes
on
fun
the
of white
internet
people.
is why there is so much
where I got my
discourse
white
and
guy voice
frictions,
from.
and now it's become like literal what feels like wars between like the left and the right, Democrats and Republicans, liberals and conservatives, because like this will be the content that gets attention, right? People just doing these outrageous, thoughtless acts, and it turns
Yeah, it's still racist though, right?
politics into battlegrounds.
Like I said,
like,
you
just
can say it's funny,
performance
but it's
shows
still
where, like, the
racist.
most outrageous thing is like the new political statement. And this isn't like the first.
Like if somebody said like something about white people that was intentionally racist and you laughed at it, it's still racist. It's just you thought it was funny.
Nor will it be the last time that we have seen or will see political symbolism and gestures spark very heated debates online. A single gesture can be used now to dog whistle for like the far right and like for Republicans.
I don't think that's a dog whistle. Isn't a dog whistle supposed to be quiet or silent? I mean, that was pretty fucking out in the open.
That like think this sort of stuff is funny and entertaining. We're totally getting.
Dude, I've watched lots of
getting those.
Dude,
liberals.
are you talking to me about
people are
Blazing
upset
Saddles?
because you're doing a gesture.
Do you know how old I am?
Historically linked to Nazis, fascists. Not
Dude,
good
I love
things.
Josh
At
Johnson.
least
That's
the
why I do
only
the
thing we
Josh
get from
Johnson
this
every
is
once in a
these
while.
far right.
Holy
people
shit, that lady definitely
exposing
shouldn't do it. That lady right there, like, no, like, my lady, like, you look like you grew up in the same trailer park I did. Like, you cannot, I just went over the fact that I could not get away with that, okay? I just said the last person that should be doing that shit for TikTok views is a bald white man with a beard. But I was wrong. This lady right here, whoops, we done fucked up, AA Ron. This lady right here, like
fascist.
Ma'am, you
Not
look like you
good
are
things.
from the park.
At least the only thing we
like that is not like that. What are you trying to fucking prove, friendly honey badger? Grandma's got like 30 fucking viewers. Grandma's got like 30 followers, and she's trying to go viral on TikTok for all the wrong reasons.
We get from this is these far right people exposing
Holy
themselves
shit.
and all dog whistling together. So we
Here's
can
a
at
new
least
good
notice,
video from
stay
yesterday.
clear from
I'll
people
check it
that
out.
think this
I
sort
love
of stuff
Josh Johnson.
is funny because, like, genuinely,
Yeah, she
at
got
what
racist
point do
glasses
these viral, funny little moments, these quirky fighting back moments actually get taken seriously, and you know, the internet isn't a vacuum.
Dude, how many people are about to lose their jobs? And all these people are going to become fucking MAGA victims, bro. Like, the victimhood in MAGA is like, it's so fucking like prevalent. And they're all just like victims of their own actions. They're all people that like did some dumb shit and they're like, my free speech though! Because they're fucking NPCs, dude. They all say the same shit. That's a pejorative. God damn it. Stop teaching these fucking MAGA Republicans words, dude. That's a pejorative. Like, bro, you can't spell pejorative. I'm amazed you can pronounce it. Oh my God. Please stop teaching MAGA Republicans words.
Vacuum.
Free
These are
speech!
serious cultural
God
statements.
damn it,
whether
man.
you joke about it, whether you use a child, just because you think it's silly.
These
and
fucks
goofy
are going to
and
lose their
Republicans
jobs and
like,
they're going to be like, the deep state
so
got
funny.
me. Like, the deep state didn't get you. Brian on TikTok reporting you to your job got you. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's not like that hard to understand. You straight up were like, I can throw the Heil Hitler on fucking on TikTok because Elon did. You ain't Elon, brother. Oh, you notice who isn't doing it? And shout out to the autistic community. Okay, shout out to the autistic community. You notice that a bunch of autistic people didn't come out of the woodworks and was like, yeah, we do that shit. Like, that's just like, that's us. We just throw up that shit. Like, that's what we do. Like, shout out to the autistic community. Way to hold that shit down. Way to not be on the fucking TikTok trying to get views from being like, this is what autistic people do. Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Doesn't mean it
Shout
is,
out.
you know? And if anything, it
Shout
just adds
out.
more fire to the political grounds, making any chance of this democracy we actually hope for feel even more estranged to all of us. I don't even know how to conclude on this team. I'm just shocked that people would take it this far. This is
Dude's like, I'm not even political.
So manipulative and just uncomfortable.
Jesus
So what do you take away from that?
Christ.
These people that are deliberately choosing to add to that fire and choosing to, you know, do this. What do you think? Let's discuss this, I guess, team. Sorry, I've been quite frantic. I'm not doing a show and tell for this video because this wasn't even planned to be an official video. This just kind of just really shocked me that someone would be like, yeah, I'm gonna use a kid and I'm gonna tell them we're just doing a dance. Yeah, not appropriate. That's what I've got to say about that. My name.
First of all, that's an amazing mullet. That I've never seen a ginger mullet before. That is fire, brother.
It's Cal.
Fire.
There'll be another video essay here.
What do we think about it? What do we think about it? I'll tell you what we think about it. That's fucking insane. Oh, we had a technical difficulty. Drink! Wow. What do we think about it? like I said, if you throw a fucking Nazi salute as a troll, you got to ask yourself, what's the point of doing it? And the point is to create an issue. It's to create chaos or fucking, to upset people. It's not to be funny. You're not trying to make a joke about something. You're doing it to cause an issue. And that's what you did. You caused it. So congrats. But it's not funny. It's like I said, like I've said this to my son before, because my son was diagnosed with Asperger's, and he liked to try and make jokes, but really you just say mean stuff, and you just say mean things, and you just say it over and over and over again. And I said, but if you make a joke and you look around and nobody's laughing, it ain't funny. It ain't funny. It's getting crazy out here, guys. It is. Wow. That is, yeah, of course they all look uneducated and ignorant. They look like my people. They all look like people that fucking I grew up with. Like, 100%. Like, the pride of the trailer park is just, like, undeniable. Like, I fucking will never be embarrassed to talk about where I came from or what I came from, because I overcame that shit, okay? So I'll never be embarrassed by where I came from. But I will tell you this. There's a lot of people that live that life, that were poor trailer park trash, that were, that have never fucking ever had any type of real education in their life ever, that dropped out in the 5th grade, and they're so fucking proud of it. And it's really sad, because I do think that has contributed to, like, the degradation of America. Like, so many of these people want to talk about, like, that, like, the deviancy of the LGBT community. These people, they're out there, they're just having sex with whoever they want to. Like, they're like, that's like the downfall of our civilization. But that's not. It's not the downfall of our civilization. It's not. The downfall of our civilization is our pride in our ignorance. The fact that we're, like, unable to admit that sometimes we're wrong about things. Like, there's so many times in my fucking just, like, everyday life that I have to rethink something that I say or I do, and whether or not it was productive and helpful and positive. And sometimes I'm right, and it was. And sometimes I'm wrong, and it wasn't. And the pride in our ignorance, and this idea that we're just never wrong. And all these people that say, I admit I'm wrong, ask them. Ask them times they're wrong. They can never give you an example. I can give you a lot of examples, because I have a wife of 20 plus years. I've got a lifetime of examples. I mean, I've said it before. I'll give you one right now, because I'm here. I'm here. So I might as well just say it. I've told people this isn't some type of revelation, but my opinions on the LGBT community were really poor for a large part of my life, because I do come from a trailer park background. And I had some very demeaning opinions of LGBT people, as far as, like, whether or not it was whether they're mentally ill or not. And I was lucky that I had a person in my life that wanted me to be a better person and would call me out on my bullshit and not just agree with it. And over time, having these conversations, many of them very hard conversations for my wife to deal with my dumbassery, okay? Like, she helped me to realize that there was flaws in my logic that forced me to look deeper and deeper into the subjects that I had really bad opinions on. And I've never been a hateful person towards the LGBT community. I've always, I grew up with a trans person. I was always that person. I grew up with a trans person. What are you talking about? Like I said, I was trailer park. But over the years of having conversations with my wife, who's a very intelligent and very empathetic person, a person who's capable of listening to my bullshit and then redirecting it back at me by just, like, looking at me funny, like, it caused me to recognize that some of the things that I believed were just ridiculous. They're stupid. And, that wasn't because she shamed me into doing it, to be honest with you. She let me come to that fucking realization on my own. Like, just the fact that she doubted some of the things that I said, and I wanted to be correct about them. I wanted to actually, like, know that what I was saying was right. And so just the slight inclination of a head was enough for me to go, am I right about that? And it made me do more research on these subjects, look more into these subjects. And eventually I came to realize, wow, I'm kind of an asshole. It's not easy, but you should do that. It's good for you. It's good for you. It's good to have fun. It's good to make jokes. You don't have to fucking 100% of your life be the most serious human being on earth. I think that at times certain jokes offend people too much. I'm a person that laughs at a lot of different things. I'm a person that loves George Carlin and Bill Burr, you know. So I think that on the spectrum of living together with each other as human beings, we all have to have some acceptance of our own failings and flaws. But it's also very important to know that sometimes you're full of shit. It's very important. Upchurch stuck in my head. I've never listened to Upchurch. Or maybe I have and I just don't know it. Hold on. Something collided with a chopper in DC. Missing the one plane with approximately 90 people that collided with a chopper? Wow. Really? Let's look that up. I was gonna get off stream, but let's look at that real quick. This is the quietest my show's ever been. My daughter always goes, "You use too many words," because I type everything out. I'm like, I need it to get...
Approach to Reagan National, again, right around 9 o'clock, which was the scheduled time that this plane was supposed to land. 5342 departed from Wichita. National Transportation Safety Board, Angie, you were talking about this. They're going to lead the investigation. But again, we're still waiting to hear from...
Oh, that's like a real passenger jet. American Airlines regional jet crashes into Potomac. What? Okay, hold on. We're going back.
Come over here to the right with me. We're going to walk down. We have Fairfax County fire and rescue boats currently going inside the Potomac. We don't know what exactly is taking place, what direction they're going in. Don't know how far back you can see, but there's a number of flashing red lights towards the airport. So if you look straight right through, that is Reagan National Airport. And you see this boat over here, Sinan, if we can just go a little closer, is actually heading in that direction. It looks like these firefighters are actually getting ready to put these boats in the water. Right now, a very, very fluid situation, trying to piece together, but what we can confirm is what we've been reporting, that we know that there's an aircraft down. Law enforcement
Manny, I've been to see Bill Burr too.
There was some kind of small plane
and
helicopter. That's all we know right now. But this is, I mean, we're seeing rescue boats, Jim, going into the water right now. So it's clear that they're looking, right? They're looking. Again, called the airport authorities just moments ago. They said they'd get right back to me with an update. But this is what we're seeing right here at Gravelly Point.
And I want to give people just a perspective of where Nana is. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar. Gravelly Point's a place where on a nice day, you will see, dozens and dozens of people watching planes landing and taking off from Reagan National Airport, because where it sits is right at the end of one of the runways. Not exactly at the end of the runway, but close enough to it. But now at this point, Angie had mentioned about the fact that the crash site was in the water. Now we're seeing the boats.
If you could show a number of Fairfax County fire trucks and get his guys in place to go into the water right here.
Yeah. So, Nana, are you getting the sense like...
Again, very fluid, Jim.
So as you... I don't know where you were, earlier, but as
that
you
was
were
a
making
pun.
your way there on the roads, I can imagine you were seeing the response just like we are from afar, with just a sea of flashing lights heading over. This is what's being said to be the moment that the collision happened there. Again.
The situation is fluid.
Hold on, one more time.
And you saw it there in real time as she was asking the emergency responders with Fairfax County, where are you going? Who are you helping? And he responded. He was very candid with her and honest and said, We're trying to figure that out.
Okay, we're going to take a deep breath here for a second, because we want to show you video that's into the newsroom. This is from EarthCam, and this is from near the Kennedy Center, and this is what we've just been authorized to show you. We're working to get that ready to show you. Here it is.
Oh my
This
God!
is what's being said to be the moment that the collision happened.
Am I in the way?
Again, we're being
I'm
told.
always in the way.
Here's a better angle.
Here we go.
This is not a live shot. I want to stress, this is not a live, or is this a live shot? Or no, okay.
No.
We just want to be careful with that, because
Bro,
we want people to know that what happened and
yeah,
what
we don't need
happening.
another 9/11,
But
okay?
This is the moment, purportedly, that a helicopter
Oh my
crashed,
God!
collided with what is only being called a small aircraft at this hour.
Yeah, but it had 90 people in it, right?
Yeah. So you can see the flash there, and look, so the plane on top. It looks like that was taking off, and then you could see in the middle of the screen there.
Yeah, something's running into that bright light.
It's hard to tell which aircraft.
How the
was
fuck does that
which.
happen?
There's really no way for us to confirm that at this point.
I would imagine. Okay, let's watch it again. So that disregard the one on top.
Yeah, I hope everybody's okay,
Manny. Taking off up on top of the screen. There. What I'm imagining.
Of
you see
course,
the smaller vehicle with the
Christopher.
flashing lights there on the left.
Dude, you gotta be this society and conspiracy theorists, like I've always had like a soft spot in my heart for conspiracy theorists, because I always like just remembering, like, you know, you're the dudes that smoke weed and tell you about JFK and the assassination and fucking, you know, the fucking Lemurians and the pyramids and stuff. Like, there was a time in our culture where like conspiracy theories were just like a hobby. And now it's like, I genuinely believe like it's a conspiracy illness. I genuinely believe people are broken. Like, they can't think straight anymore, and everything has to have some, it's like they're searching for meaning in their life, right? Like, life has become, it lacks adversity like it did when you had to survive. And it's almost like people are like searching out reasoning for being, because it's just everything that happens has to have some kind of like crazy reasoning behind it. Like, just not that bad shit happens. And like, it's really sad, because there's people that are like affected by this that, you know, genuinely deserve your empathy, your sympathy. And instead, you know, this is the Alex Jones thing with Sandy Hook. Instead, you're creating these wild reasons for it. And like, a lot of people need closure, right? A lot of people need to know, like, they want to know what happened, why did it happen, and an explanation. And I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. That's the proper response, right? Is to say, I don't know what happened, because this just happened. I don't know what happened. So if this was an accident and this plane hit this helicopter, then the people that, you know, had loved ones that were either injured or died from this, like, they need a form of closure from investigation. And, you know, they don't get that when the conspiracy theorists continue to harp that this is something that it wasn't. And I don't think that they really recognize how much damage they do to the surviving members of these families by continuing the rhetoric that this was something bigger or crazier or whatever. And there's even going to be people in those families that are distraught, that potentially break because of this happening, that then fall down that rabbit hole because they don't get to have that closure, because they believe they need to think it's something different than what it was. And the reality is fucked up shit happens every day. Like, we don't see it all, and we're even mildly like desensitized to it, so we don't recognize it all the time. But bad shit happens all day, every single day, man. And it doesn't need to have some kind of crazy conspiracy behind it.
And right here is the
A
moment
Black
of impact.
Hawk
Again,
in
this is coming
DC.
from EarthCam.
No
This
shit,
is the camera over near the Kennedy Center, which points over towards the Potomac and over towards Reagan National. So that is what we're showing you. And on the right side of the screen, that is Nana sent you Bonsu's camera, where she's at Gravelly Point, where a lot of the at least from that vantage point, Fairfax County
I used to enjoy me a good conspiracy theory. Nowadays, it's hard to even be able to because they've
actively
ruined
working
it.
right now. We have
You don't want to
emergency
be
response
affiliated
security
with people like that
establishing.
anymore.
They continue, it sounds like, to establish a perimeter around this search and rescue operation.
That's just crazy.
All of this not only to decrease the risk of the situation, but also to control access.
And there's even there's even things that like don't get talked about because of the fact that people create these conspiracy theories about it. Like there's probably something to do with like safety and stuff that wasn't followed that really needs to be talked about and needs to be fixed. And instead of like concentrating on that and like having like real world solutions for these things, instead people want to go off on some kind of fucking fantastical journey that like leads to no actual like solution at all. And that's like really sad because there's probably something about this that was probably preventable that happened. And, you know, like hopefully, obviously behind the scenes, it's like taken care of. But there's lessons to be learned from these kind of things that don't get learned because people want it to be something that it's not.
On what goes on with these
Jewish
these
space
sort of
lasers,
situations.
exactly.
Let's bring in Richard Levy. He is an aviation expert. He's joining us right now on Zoom.
This guy's going to answer your question, Manic.
First of all, let's talk about situations like this, which is something, thankfully, is so rare in American aviation. However, when it happens, it is shocking and it is stunning.
It really is. Good evening to you on our thoughts and with the passengers in this situation. The military helicopter
100%.
was on approach to runway 33 at Washington Reagan National. The commuter airplane, the PSA aircraft, and I'm being very clear, I'm making an assumption, I do not have the facts yet, was most
that's
likely
good job.
Cleared for an approach to runway 01. And I don't have that as a fact. And so where the midair collision occurred over the Potomac, did one airplane make a mistake about identifying the runway? We don't know that yet. Obviously, there was a midair collision, and the aircraft are most likely in the Potomac River, as you all have been reporting. So that is going to lead us to the air traffic control tapes that will be focused on the approach controller. That's a radar controller for the approaches into Washington Reagan, and the tower controller.
And I'll just remind you guys of something. So you guys remember when that ship hit the Baltimore Bridge, right? And immediately all these fucking crazy right-wingers came out and said, Black Swan event, we told you it was going to happen. Like they're trying to use the military to shut down the country so that way Biden can be the president again. So you guys remember that happening? Who's the president now again? Who's the president again? And this is what I was saying earlier in the show about conspiracy theory. They will only remind you of the very minor details that they were correct about, and they will never correct themselves about the major details that they were wrong about. And that is, I don't know that they're even aware. I don't know that it's just a confirmation bias and they don't even realize they're doing it or not. I don't know. But that is why you get this opinion in society that conspiracy theory is right 10 years later. It's because they completely forget the fact that they said 10,000 things. They only remember that the one thing that they said was right. They forget all that other stuff. The Baltimore Bridge in Maryland, was it Francis Scott Key, whatever bridge, that was ran into. Immediately, conspiracy theorists said it was a Black Swan event. They were trying to keep Biden in power. Here's a couple other. I can name off a million conspiracy theories that were just told to me in the last 6 months, last year. The fact that the avian flu was going to be used to inhibit society from voting to keep Biden in office. The fact that COVID was resurging was going to be used to keep Joe Biden in office. The Francis Scott Key Bridge, that was a Black Swan event that was supposedly going to allow him to create martial law and keep Biden in office. It's just over and over and over again. And like I said, I don't know if it's just they say so much shit that they don't remember everything, or if they're just dishonest about it. And on the opposite side, I do say things. I like, me and Manny are on the same wavelength with this. And that is, healthy skepticism is incredibly important in society, because there have been things in our past that have happened. But the important word is healthy. It's just like healthy adversity, right? Like, we went through this kick of people in the Joe Rogan crowd saying, people need to experience adversity. People need to experience adversity. And that created this like Jordan Peterson effect, where like the idea of how to like live life was this like really cold and unfeeling, like you have to push yourself and make yourself feel pain and all these things. And the realization that you come to when you actually do things in your real life to try to get better is that adversity is good, but healthy adversity is good. Unhealthy adversity is bad. Just like being abused is bad, but learning to defend yourself by learning martial arts or, getting into boxing or something like that, like a competition, wrestling, things like that, are good for you, because that's healthy. That's healthy. It's a very important distinction is what is healthy and what isn't. So like, one of the biggest things was the COVID thing. And, when people came out and they said, well, COVID could have came from a lab. I was like, yeah, that's a possibility. It's a possibility. And people were on the left would say, no, it's not. And like I said, I think that the left constantly tries to defend people from the racist attacks of the right. And sometimes they make mistakes in the way that they disseminate the information. I think it's right to say, that COVID could have came from a lab. That's a possibility. And I think it's also right to say that that shouldn't be a reason for you to hate Chinese people. I think that you can say that homeless people have started fires before. I come from a place where homeless people have started fires. They do on occasion, but they're not the only people that do it. And most of the time they do it and don't do it intentionally. They're not going around fucking burning people's houses down for no reason. It's generally because they're trying to keep warm. And it's okay to say that potentially something could have been started by arson, or something could have been potentially started by a homeless person, or potentially it could have been started by a chain that was drugged behind a truck, towing a boat. All of those things have happened. But it's also okay to say you shouldn't go around rounding up homeless people because you think that they caused fires. You should have healthy skepticism of why something happened. But that shouldn't cause you to have some kind of extreme reaction to it. And that's what I don't like about conspiracy theorists, is they all have very extreme reactions to things that they should have healthy skepticism from, but instead choose to go the complete opposite and just go into fucking crazy town and decide that everything's the worst and everybody's bad. And Bill Gates is adrenochrome. All that shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a crazy... Yeah, the JFK... they're still working on those JFK files being declassified. That's like Donald Trump thinks you just like sign that shit and then it just like everybody gets it. That's not the way it works. And I saw the other day... This is the problem with conspiracy theory, but this is what I saw the other day. It was somebody said... People that believe that JFK was... assassinated and there's a second shooter and all this stuff. Obviously he was assassinated. But people that believe that, there's a second shooter, that the government's been hiding information and stuff, like they're going to be really disappointed when they see, because what it comes out to be is most likely human beings are fallible. There's murders that go unsolved. I think it's something like 52%, something insane. I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's like 50 or 60% of all murders go unsolved. It might even be higher than that. Like, people get away with shit, man. And it's, they were saying it, like myself included, right? Like, I'm a JFK person. I want to, like, know about the second fucking shooter and all that shit. I'm up there, like, going, like, that's a crazy shot to make. Like, I told you guys, I dabble, Like, I want to know. But I also have this part of me that does understand that when stuff comes out, I'm like, it's probably going to be disappointing as fuck. It's probably going to be like the FBI sucked at their job. The CIA sucked at their job. They did fucking a terrible job investigating it, and they didn't fucking find anything, and it's because they're shitty at their job. That's the most likely thing that's going to happen. But the sad part is after that, when all that shit comes out, it's just going to fuel even more conspiracy, because they're going to go, oh, they're hiding it. They have the good stuff. They're hiding it. They don't tell Trump about the real stuff, that they're still hiding it. You're never going to get a conspiracy theorist to go, oh, fuck, I was wrong about that. That sucks. And that's why I don't trust conspiracy theorists. I used to think they were fun, though. Yeah, people can't keep secrets like that. What was the saying? 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Yeah. All right, guys. People are going to say the plane was shot down. Of course they're going to say it. Of course, they're going to say Biden did it. They're going to be like, Biden shot the plane down. He's trying to take power back. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here, guys. As always, fucking love that you guys are here, and appreciate you guys for all stopping in and listening to me ramble and rant about the dumbest shit possible. And tonight was full of the dumbest shit possible. Well, we're 2 weeks in. I'm going to be here. I hope you guys are too. All right, guys. Next show. Oh, let me go through the spiel. Because this is mandatory. I'm not a very good self-promoter. If you want to join and support the show, you can click the join button underneath the video. It says join. You click it. It's $3 a month or 10 cents a day. It's cheaper than Netflix and much more entertaining. I do all the work. You just click the button and I go. As far as, supporting me in a non-financial form, you can always just go and like and comment and share the videos. Check out my new video where I interviewed Jeffrey Boutwell, the descendant of George Boutwell, who worked with Ulysses S. Grant, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Fucking dope interview. It was super fun. He's a dude from MIT, an actual dude from MIT. Really fucking smart. He's not Trump's uncle. But you can go check that out. It deserves way more views. It has like under 100 views. That dude deserves so many views. So check that out. It's called Jeffrey Boutwell, George Boutwell, Radical Republican. And then let's see. Other than that, I did just put out a video on the fucking the lady in Pennsylvania that did do the Elon Musk salute, as we are now calling it, and lost her job. So if you want to see more of the shenanigans of the right doing Nazi salutes and getting themselves fired or forced to resign, go check out that video. I just put it out yesterday. Yeah, and that's the way to support me. If you can't financially or choose not to financially, totally fucking understand. That's super cool. It's on you. You know, it's on me too. I should be better. But you can just like, subscribe, share videos, drop comments, tell me I'm shitty, tell me I'm good. Doesn't matter. It all helps the algorithm. All right, guys. Well, next show is Saturday. Next political show, Saturday. No football this weekend. My Eagles are in the Super Bowl. Fly, Eagles, fly. Got to beat them damn Chiefs. We can do it. All right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you see you next Saturday.